Stream is live.
Yeah,
Stream
I like
is
Child
live.
Bite.
Weird band name.
I
That's why
can't
it's-
find any of their
Yeah,
music
true.
like anywhere, and I'm kind of pissed. Like
Not even Spotify?
They had a show April 3rd at Granada in 2009,
Oh.
according to their MySpace page.
I mean, that had to be a benefit show, right, or something?
Something.
They didn't
Let's
headline
see.
Granada.
Free, heavier than metal.
There's
gotta be.
Free Reign on Spotify, but I don't think it. And they have a check mark next to their name. I've never seen that on Spotify.
Oh, here we go. Maybe. Let's see.
That might be it. So they probably listen. Sounds like they listen to Mastodon. Yeah. I'd go to Granada to see him.
There's Mark Colombo.
Are you sure? This sounds like Spectacle.
Dude, Spectacle could have played some shows with them.
Y'all could have.
Here's Bleed for Me. Oh, their slow song, right?
This is their ballad.
It's gotta be their ballad. Yo, Becky.
Hey, I think Spectacle should play a show with these guys. Isn't that rad guitar track?
Well, are they at the time? None of them are still playing football, but at the time, were they allowed to play during season? Were they allowed to do gigs like
know.
during their bye
Surely
week
they
or
had
something?
roadies, man, right? There's no way that the coach would let them.
Who was the
freaking-
coach back then?
Had
2009.
to be Dickface.
Wade.
In
no.
2009?
No, it was Jason.
Yeah.
Jason Garrett.
Oh, I don't know.
Wade Phillips. That'd be fucking hilarious. If
Probably
he had a
Wade.
band.
09?
Hey,
Probably
guys.
Wade.
Y'all want to see a rock and roll show?
Let's see.
Y'all wanna
here.
play some rock and roll? I brought some Dr. Peppers too. We can eat some burgers and some cheeseburgers and have some Dr.
Can you turn
Pepper.
my headphones down a little bit more?
Yeah, you're popping just a hair.
I'm popping on me too.
Because you're getting in there loud.
Played that shit.
That
ass
was
metal.
Wade.
See,
It
yeah, I
was?
told you. I can remember things.
Wow.
That wasn't far
That
from
was
2007.
Wade. Years.
Chick.
Okay, that's good.
Barry
I
Clay.
thought Leonard
out of
Davis was
Barry.
a little bit later than that.
No, he was the 07.
So, yeah.
Chick.
Yeah, we should do that sometime. I'll make a list and get after that.
My
And
level
come
on
back
the on my outgoing is not like it is in my headphones, right?
No,
I'm peaking like a motherfucker in my headphones.
Yeah,
It's like if I get
you're
any good sound,
Now you're peaking.
I'm popping.
Bring it down a little bit.
Don't bring me down.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't bring me down.
All right, check. 1,
So
2,
we'll-
1, 2.
we'll
See,
put that
what's
together.
pop?
We'll put that together, and we'll figure it out. Like, this is a good one though. We'll have to put a list together, and then we'll go through one show and break down all these. It's only athletes, right?
Just athletes.
Does
Athletes.
WWE count? Like Fozzy? Can we
I'd
go?
count. They're athletes.
And
Yeah,
Jericho?
Yeah, that I would count.
That would be like
yes.
the easiest.
For sure, we have to count those.
Susie, you already getting? Brian, you already getting shout outs from
What the-
Susie. Susie
up?
giving you a shout out.
Hey,
She missed your birthday. Hi.
that's fine. So did most.
Sup,
So did most people.
Doug? All right, let's. You want to do this? Let's start this show up. Here we go. We got anything else we need to take
Are we
care
coming
of?
in with reign supremacy or whatever it is?
Free reign. Like that's a weird name. Like they're free reign cowboys.
Saying that to someone
If you're
who
gonna say
doesn't
free reign,
understand,
just
like,
go
the
ahead and say
term
free
reign
range.
might be like what? Like of course reign's free. It's out. It
And why
falls
stop
out
at
of the fucking
reign?
sky.
Why didn't they
Just
just
go to
stick with it?
range.
Why
Full
didn't they-
range.
Why didn't they just stick with the Dallas North 40 theme and be like the North 40?
Yeah.
There was already a show about a
'Cause they had
movie
to-
about the
they had
Cowboys.
The
to-
right?
White House
They had to sound
Wranglers.
metal and rain. You know,
The White House Wranglers could have been a good one.
That's the name of our next podcast, guys.
White House defense.
When we finally get sued, or we'll get a cease and desist, or then sued
we'll
for
go to
our
the Mark
$20,
Cuban.
$24,
We go to the Mark Cuban Missile Crisis.
and then he'll sue us for our negative $24 because we just
And then
gave the
we
$24 to Jerry Jones.
the White House Wranglers.
Then we'll become the White House Wranglers. And then who's going to come after us at that point? Michael Irvin?
Maybe.
Kenneth Gant?
Fornication was my drug. Dion. Dion
Wow.
will come after us.
Then what would we name our podcast after that?
We'll just call ourselves
Like,
21.
must have been the money.
Hey,
Yeah.
Susie.
Hey.
21.
Didn't he have a song? Didn't Deion Sanders have a song that was like, must be the money?
Hey.
Susie, the show after my birthday was in Dallas, but yeah, it's just as far as Addison.
Hey, Susie.
Thought about coming out there.
Susie.
You know who
Must
showed
be
up?
the money.
My mom.
Hey.
Your mom did, really?
Yeah, she hadn't seen me do stand up in like 10 years. Like I was outside talking to my buddy Steven, who I went to junior high and high school with, and he was there with his little brother and everything. And I see my mom and stepdad go around the corner. I'm like, God damn it!
Cut all the dick jokes out.
You did not pull any dick
No,
jokes.
actually-
did you?
actually-
You should have kept the dick jokes.
Oh,
in.
no,
Everybody likes a good dick joke, even
They
parents.
were. I got
That
I got
sounded weird.
2 dick jokes that I do, and
Yeah.
it's about my best friend's dicks, and I was part of me was just like,
The watch.
shit, that's what. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
okay.
that and my buddy, who the guy in Coffee Pot,
Yeah.
and his
That one.
yeah, and so the tale of 2 dicks.
Yeah.
So I
Tale of
did
2
that,
dicks.
and
With
what's
your
funny
mom
is
there.
my mom. No, yeah, but
Did you go
she-
boobs too? Went wild?
Yeah, yeah.
You did it? Nice. And your mom laughed?
I
the
had
whole time?
to actually, I think for the better, I got the 5-minute light, and I had to take out not really that's a setup for the lazy river boobs
Mhm.
part, but I had to cut out the what pointing to the audience and like, what was your first job, setup, first job, here's my first job, and kind of surprising them with like taking off your shirt, and the CPR shit, which is great. I love that lead up into, hey, here's this nerve-wracking, awful thing I had to do, 15-year-old virgin, the second fattest kid, blah, blah, blah. I'm kind of glad I had to skip that because that might have made my mom feel bad. Because, not really, but it's
yeah.
like, in there, like, in the joke, I'm like, my mom's like, you're going to go work with your sister this summer. I'm just like, what the fuck? Okay.
Why?
Yeah. So I'm kind of glad I had to skip it because I got the light. I'm just like, well, I can't do that, and that's not really the best payoff. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just skip right into the lazy river shit because it's titties. So, and who don't like titties? So.
It's an unexpected treat when it hits a certain spot, and then it's like, am I gonna squirt?
So moist.
Shot in the face. Shoot me in the fucking face.
This episode of the
Jay Jones Last Kicker.
is brought to you by
Guys note.
and
Victor Wrench.
Is there
and
show
Plastic
notes?
Object.
Yes.
This program contains graphic material
That were
including
hastily thrown
offensive
together.
language. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't know if I can legally play this song, but oh well.
Sounds like Chevelle.
They're all right.
Not Chevelle.
Slow Roosevelt.
The Beautiful Disaster. What Slow Roosevelt became. Show number 476. It is Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. We have entered Pride Month.
We are here.
And as Matt was saying before the show,
We are queer.
he,
We are fabulous.
I thought you were talking about your white pride before the show.
Sir?
You had a whole
No.
you had a whole rant on the pre-stream.
No, that was you got the wrong Matt on that.
well.
You got the wrong
Anytime
Matt on that.
anytime I think of Pride, Matt, I think of Brian.
Oh, thank you.
Happy Tuesday,
I
Brian.
think of his
Happy
favorite
Tuesday.
band, Reign Supremacy.
It was free reign.
There's
Now you're
Free
just
Reign
mixing a bunch of bands
and Reign
together.
Supreme.
Yeah.
And then my friend's very short-lived band,
Supremacy.
Supremacy.
Why? Who gave him that bad advice, guys? I got a name for us.
It was 2002,
Even back
2003.
Yeah.
I think I'd be like, no, Dustin, we can't
I
call
don't even know if
ourselves
they played a
Supremacy.
show.
Like
The band
Imagine,
didn't really
I think
get
we
off
should
the ground.
change all our bands' names to some form of supremacy. See how that goes.
No, I don't think so.
Metal Supremacy.
Would you even get a show?
How about if you double entendre? You're like woke supremacy.
Ooh,
And you're
there
like,
you go.
Oh, okay.
Do
That's
something
like a
artistic with
positive
it.
negative with it.
Like,
Yeah.
You're trying to get booked by the Daily Wire or something?
yeah.
The Brooklyn Vegan. Need to get some shows at St. Vincent's. Come on.
That's what I do. I want to approach the
Do
Daily Wire. Be
Brooklyn-
like, I want to do like a thing, but it's like the Brooklyn Vegan, but you guys run it, and
I don't want to pay for
they'd
anything.
be like, who's Brooklyn Vegan? I'm like,
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Don't they own Brooklyn Vegan? Something like that.
Maybe they do.
I don't
That's
know.
that whole that's is that Shapiro's freaking outfit and all
Brooklyn
that?
Vegan is the Dallas Observer. Of
No, I'm
Brooklyn.
talking about the
Oh,
Daily Wire. Is
No,
that
it's,
their stuff or
Ben
is that
Shapiro's like?
Ben Shapiro? Or,
I think he's part of it, but
and then that Walsh dude
yeah,
that did the his
what is a woman? Yeah,
yeah, pissing
Doc.
everybody off.
Yeah, no, like
Dude, that guy's not going to get many Christmas cards.
Because the Daily Wire is branching off into making movies, so I'm just kind of like, what if I can just bilk them out of money? Just be like, oh, pay me to go see bands, and I'll write reports or something.
They'd probably be open to it, man. Those dudes seem like okay guys. I mean,
Yeah.
they're going to listen to it. They'll let you pitch it, I bet.
Because they also do like
Because you got to
comedy
remember,
specials of some kind.
you got to
Yeah,
remember,
Adam
a lot of people
Carolla.
are dodging guys like that. They're not fucking going near them. So
Yeah.
you might be. It might be pretty.
If
Something,
Daily
something
Wire
pretty
does a
easy
comedy
that
fest,
you could do.
and I don't have to pay to
Hey,
submit.
Daily Wire, if you want some pot smokers and some
know what
beer
people are-
drinkers that you want to do a show on, we're your guys.
You know what people are doing now?
We like
though?
baseball too.
Is that a lot of these concert reviewers I've noticed as I've gone in and looked at different things? Because like usually before a show,
You
if
can
someone's
tell
on
which
tour,
one-
if I'm going to go to a show, I'll look and see. Normally, I've talked about on the show, depending on the band, if you're there with the band with their gear, you can shoot as much as you want. If you're there as like showing up for Live Nation Ticketmaster, you can only shoot 3 songs. The first 3 songs normally, or 4 songs depending on the band.
Okay.
So like there are people that are like here in DFW reviewing the show and then like pretending like they're in New York. They'll use the review here in Dallas.
Oh,
the New York
and get
show.
they're probably getting paid for that review too.
Yeah. Yeah. And so like I'll go and I'll see what the first 3 songs are going to be and see
Yeah.
if there's going to be
That's
anything
horseshit,
special
man.
going on. And I'll go read these reviews and I'm like, what?
Maybe
Like,
you should
this
start
is-
taking pictures
this
of
isn't
us.
right.
Maybe next
They'll
time,
change the venue name.
dude. That's what we should do. From now on, when we do a show, at least get one picture of both of us at the show.
At the
So
show.
it's not. There's no way
No
that
one
people
picks
can
it up.
deny it.
Well, no one can pick our stuff up without paying us because I'll go after them and hunt them down and I'll shoot them.
With
Well,
your
another
camera.
okay,
With
another
your
idea we could pitch to the
high-def
Daily Wire.
camera.
But
I think
Daily
that's a good
Wire-
idea too. We'll pitch that to the Daily Wire too.
But every once in a while,
A
like
photographer that gets pissed and
Spin or
kill
Rolling
someone.
Stone will come and knock on the door and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, so you covered Fortress Fest and
yeah,
you're a local entity covering it. We want to take some of the photos and put them in on our website or whatever, and we can.
have
use
you
your write-up
ever
or
had a
whatever."
band that said "fuck it," the whole set? Have we
Yeah.
ever gone to a show where they were like, "You can
Yeah.
film and take pictures of
Several.
the whole set"?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember any. It's always been like,
Dillinger
that's right,
Ministry.
that's right.
This last Ministry show.
Yeah,
Was fuck it, do whatever you want. The shows I did with 9 Inch Nails were fuck it, do whatever you want.
yeah, I forgot
Queens
that
of the
Dillinger
Stone
did
Age
that.
was
They're like,
do
"Get-
whatever you want.
yeah. That's the way you got to be, man.
Yeah. Most of the cool bands.
Just don't get pissed off and kick a camera in the face.
There was
that
one
doesn't work out very
Mastodon
well.
show that they headlined the tour, and they said, "Yeah, just do whatever you want." And I love getting those emails. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're cool. Do whatever you want. Have fun. Enjoy it." And then every once in a while, even from the band, they'll just be like, "Hey, do 3 songs from the photo pit, but you can shoot from
Wherever
the
after
front
that.
of house."
Oh,
after
Yeah, I've
that,
seen that happen
anywhere.
with
Yeah.
when we're out there a few times. That happened at Mastodon too, didn't it?
Yeah, you can shoot
They're
the
like,
first
whatever,
3
you can
songs, but
and then they're like, whatever after that.
You can shoot front of house wherever you want. It's like, okay,
Yeah, with your X-ray lens, it's not really a problem.
no, I can see the clothes. This is like
Yeah, you can see someone's meat
through
traps up there.
someone's through. Yeah, let me get photos of your meat
Those
trap.
curtains.
of your bat wing balls.
Is that a new tattoo on the left side of your
Yeah.
right wrist?
I see. Have you gotten that mole checked yet? I've been telling you
We
that.
talked about that
on
last
for
time.
a while.
When I cornered you in catering.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do to Courtney Cox
fuck
next
is
time I
this
see
guy?
her. I'm just gonna freak her the fuck out and be like,
not the Friends Courtney Cox,
Not the, friends,
guitarist,
the
Courtney
guitarist
Cox.
Courtney
Oh,
Cox, man.
okay,
when
yeah.
we do finally meet,
My buddy's got a photo and he can see your meat curtains. Is that what you're gonna say? That would freak her out. That's not right. I don't have an X-ray lens. I need that night.
no, I'm
vision.
not gonna. That'd be embarrassing for everyone involved if I went up and did that.
I love RoboTuner. You can see clam strips with your camera. Sir, I like to call it the ham wallet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Anyway.
some Bloodhound Gang. We need some Bloodhound Gang in our life.
Man,
What
it's
happened to
funny. This
them?
is the second time today that Bloodhound Gangs come up.
Really?
Yeah. I was
Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo is one of the best
Yeah,
songs
man.
ever written.
underrated.
Totally awesome, though.
Bloodhound Gang was underrated.
Totally. Yeah.
You weren't much of a fan, huh?
I didn't.
They
have
were
an
fun.
album.
How did they not come to So What Fest or one of
Yeah,
those?
it seems like they
They
should've
were
been on it.
always on
Right.
Warp Tour.
When goddamn Rebecca Black is high
There.
fluting font on there.
Rebecca Black Sabbath.
I wish
That
That'd
was a
be,
weird one.
That would be something.
Oh, they called it quits in 2016, is what RoboTuner said.
Oh.
Well, damn it. Damn it all to heck.
That band got ruined.
Wasn't
for
there
me
a band
because
that
of
we
the
played
fucking
with one time
single
that
and the
Always
and the
covered it.
video.
Was that y'all? Wasn't that y'all?
We didn't cover Bloodhound Gang.
What one of the bands that played with us always fucking covered Bloodhound Gang. You sure it wasn't Ex Mobius?
No, I'm positive. We had a song called Monkey Love that was crazy, but it wasn't. It was like using the Howard Stern.
Man, I swear there was a band that we used to play with that would play that song.
No, I don't think so. It wasn't us. We covered Sepultura and Ministry, Just One Fix, and Refuse to Resist.
Oh no, it wasn't that
Or-
song. It was the
yeah.
Animals. The or the
Animals.
Animal Channel or whatever. The
Maroon 5?
no
No, the Bloodhound Gang
Animals.
song. The only
Bloodhound
song
Gang
I
song.
know.
Yeah, it's like
Which I don't ever want to
like
hear
we're
again
on the
the rest of
Animal
my
Channel
life.
or some shit.
You
like
and me,
that.
baby, ain't nothing but
The
animals.
Yeah.
Let's
do it
fuck like
they
we're on the
do.
Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
Right.
Do it like they do on the,
On the
this is
Discovery
original.
Channel.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's it.
They had to be on the because it was on the
Are you
radio.
sure you didn't do
ad
that?
nauseum.
We didn't do that.
I swear
That song,
there was a band
have
that
you gone back
played
and
all
listened
the
to it?
time.
It's pretty good. It's
It is a
still
good song.
It's
If
still
I-
a fun song.
If it just wasn't drilled into my head throughout
the
the
radio.
Well, that's the way I
fucking
was.
side,
Like
yeah.
it was
Thank
drilled
Clear
into our
Channel
head,
for
but
that.
then it came up the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, that's still a good song, man. It's
Yeah.
still fun. The puns in it are just great.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, the song's nothing but puns, and I love
Yeah.
punny songs. They're
Dude,
fun.
I
Punny
love
songs.
I love
Punny
Wheeler
songs.
Walker Jr. Fucking love him. And I'm thinking about going to. I'm waiting. He's on tour ish, kind of like showing you dates and everything because I think he could just throw out some dates and they sell out pretty quick.
Yeah.
He's playing Oklahoma City, like in a couple of months.
Out.
And I'm like,
He's not coming here.
well, the thing is,
Done.
It's not planned out that far. And so I'm just waiting for just waiting to see there's a Dallas date or
Yeah.
Austin. Then I'll go see that.
Out.
But I might have to go to Oklahoma City if I want to see him sooner. And then I know if I go see Oklahoma
Ooh.
City, then
I wouldn't
he'll
even go
announce
to-
a DFW date.
I'd be like Durant or
You can request a show.
Windstar maybe. You
No,
can.
on his
How
website.
many?
What?
I want to request a
Let's
show.
request a show. Can you play Dallas Fort Worth? We
You
have
can
about
play-
8 million people. Yeah, I think DFW's on their radar.
You should book
Yeah.
them. You should book them at that place that we
I'll
met
book
with my
them at
yellow
Mass.
glass. No, not Mass. Where I showed up with the yellow
Oh, that-
glasses. What was that place called? The Tamarifly or whatever. That crazy ass bar where when I first moved in over here. Remember?
What?
We met him after we were leaving a
Oh,
show.
Tonstopple.
He just got done
Oh,
either a
Twat
set
Waffle.
or something.
Tonstoffel.
Yeah, Tonstopple. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you should
Book
get him
him
to
there.
get him to play Tot Waffle.
I couldn't even get them to let me do a comedy show there.
Why?
I don't know because they don't care. It's the only person that does anything there is a guy that's in a popular. I don't drop actual names. I could.
Why not?
The guy.
It's never gotten us in trouble.
Neil Schnell. He
Never helped us either.
I think he's in Velvet Love Box or something like that.
Oh yeah.
It's because his girlfriend is like the daughter of the owners, so he plays there. He has a residency there every Thursday.
I didn't know
And-
that.
Is it just him or is it
it's
the
just,
full
he
Love
just plays
Box?
solo
Is it
shit
Big
on
Mike?
Thursday.
Isn't his name Big Mike? Right?
No,
No.
that's not Big
No,
Mike.
but
Neil
he
is
is-
different. They look exactly the same. though.
Exactly.
It's the same thing I said at the Lola's the
I
other
would
day.
say-
I was
Are
like,
they not brothers?
They could be. It's
they
just
have to be, man.
No, they have different last names.
Oh, they do.
They do.
Schnell Richardson.
I have a
last
different last name than my sister.
name. I don't.
His
know.
dad's black too.
Hmm
Regardless,
The living one.
It's a bar full of potheads that I'd love to do stand up comedy for. But when I inquired about doing a comedy show, she was just like, send a message to the bar's Facebook page, and I did. And to this day, it's still unread. I don't know what joke y'all said. I was just trying to get my point. out there.
You were, but I got Matt. Yes.
What'd you do?
Oh,
I totally.
I got him.
You've been throwing some Scud missiles like the past few weeks, man, that I've been on the show. That one got me, dude.
Oh shit.
Oh, man. So
So-
I went to a good show a
did.
couple of weeks. I've been out,
You
people.
were out and about. You were out last week.
Yeah.
When we
Man
had
about
I had life stuff.
you did, but we had did anybody text you? I told everybody to text you and
I
send you.
I don't think anyone texted me.
What the fuck? No one cares about you.
I know. Did you see how much I was adding to our conversation in our crazy camper thread about fucking Crockett and Houston County Lake and just crickets?
Just crickets. I
Just
liked
crickets.
it. I liked it.
I started
I
thinking.
responded, but I don't think it went through.
I started thinking they don't believe me. They think I'm lying.
Last week we had the jet noise in. And
I heard.
I'm holding this up again.
I'm sorry that I
because-
missed it too. Jet noises.
because this album, Why Won't My Friends Help Me Move, is released this Friday night at Growl, and it's the last show of this incarnation of the Jet Noise.
Oh.
So it's an album release and their last show.
So if I get that CD, are they for sales?
they're for sales.
If I purchase one of those CDs, will one of them sign it if I go to that show?
Probably.
Will both of them sign it?
Probably.
Will they sign my?
Pecker?
You'll have to sign both sides.
I
That's
have a
cool,
question.
man. So how many songs are on that bad boy?
5.
So
5
it's
tracks?
an
That's
EP.
what everybody's doing. Everybody's doing EPs these days. They're
Yeah.
just easing a little bit
Yeah.
out here and there.
Yeah.
Speaking of records, I got a listening to go to on Thursday
Ooh.
at Empire
The one-
Sound.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
At Empire Sound.
Yeah, man.
All right, moving on. So you went to the show.
Well, the reason, or we didn't talk about why I wasn't here last week, or are we going to talk about
Well, if
the
you want to
show?
talk about it, I didn't know if you want to talk about why you were here last week.
Wait,
It covers family.
what happened first? We'll go in sequential order. What happened
You went
first?
to the show because that was Memorial Day weekend.
Okay,
And that's
Memorial
when it
Day
happened.
weekend. Yeah, I caught Cody Jinks and Lucas Nelson.
Were they not on two there?
No, there was another band, but I didn't get to see them, and I don't. They sounded really good. I just didn't know who they were. I'm not the most versed of the newer country stuff, the newer country artists, but dude, Lucas Nelson, man, he is the real deal, man. He fucking sounded awesome.
I
So
caught
did
him
Cody
about 3
Jinks.
years ago at a Willie Nelson thing in Dallas.
Yeah.
And, Luke Promise of the Real opened up the whole thing.
Yeah, it was a
I made
good
sure to
show,
get there
man.
for him because
Yeah.
it was great. I have that.
Yeah,
album
he's
that they put
fun.
out.
It's a fun watch. Like his set's fun. It's just like it feels good just watching it. Feels good.
Yeah.
And then Cody Jinks played after that.
Did he play any unchecked aggression?
No, I don't think he heard me yelling.
Play some unchecked aggression.
But he was awesome, and it was cool watching him because he was just like kind of taken aback. I'm not sure. This is my first time to see him play live, except in Unchecked Aggression when they open up for us.
Yeah.
But
When they would open up for us, they were great.
Yeah,
Is that a band he was in?
yeah, he was in a metal
Oh,
band.
It was a thrash,
Oh, nice.
death metal.
Well, they were kind of new, like they weren't thrash.
They were what
Thrash
was
and new
going
metal
on.
can combine at parts.
They played a lot of
And when-
shows that our bands played.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't stuff that you might hear something on the radio, but it wouldn't
like they probably opened up for Head PE a few times.
jibe. They probably played with jibe several times.
I'm trying to find.
But anyway,
God, it's
Them-
weird
uh,
seeing-
Element 80.
he
and-
brought up seeing Pantera. He's like, man, it's just so weird being up here. And
Watching Phil die on stage.
no, he didn't bring that part up. I don't think
That was the craziest Pantera show I've ever
that
seen.
was
there.
the craziest. That's when the
Yeah.
radio station van got tumped over, wasn't it?
I think so. With White Zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy ass show.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what he was making reference to was those
Yeah.
shows. He was like, I've seen him like 3 or 4 times here. He goes, man, and he was naming off a couple of other bands he'd seen, and I was like, dude, that would fuck with me at this point. If I played a rock show, if I all of a sudden ended up on a stage that I had watched probably 100 times growing up, that would that'd fuck with me.
But that,
That would freak with me.
hold on. You've done that though, right?
Yeah, but the thing is that was more novelty because I was just running up on stage with
No.
Poison.
Are you talking about like a big venue? Because like playing trees the first time, I was kind of like, shit, I'm playing trees.
Nah,
I've seen
but
so many
don't
shows
you think
here.
it would be a next level though? Like trees, yes, that's
All
same
the
thing,
places that
but
are
fucking
historic, even Lola's. The first time I played Lola's, I was kind of like, oh man,
Yeah.
I've seen so much stuff here.
Now, so imagine
Room.
that was somewhere you've been since you were a kid, and how many badass shows you've seen there. You've seen
That holds
Ozfest,
19,000
Metallica.
people instead
Yeah,
of 500 people.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty trippy, and you could tell it was like it was trippy to him too. It was like this is still, and I'm sure he's played some really big shows, but it was still you could tell the dude was freaking out.
He played with. He was at the Dime Bash we were at.
I thought you said it was the dude from Yellowstone.
No.
Ron
At Dime,
Bingham.
No, at Dime Bash was Cody Jinks.
Oh,
I've
I
got
thought you
video
said.
of him.
Well, where did we hang out with Ron Bingham?
Well, he might have been there too.
That's what you told me. I think it's on one of the shows. You're like, you don't
Maybe.
remember hanging out with him?
Maybe
He was like,
it was there.
you're like, he was cool, man. It was,
Yeah.
but I don't think either one of us were watching Yellowstone at the time, were we?
Well, I think was that before Yellowstone? Or, no,
dude, that was in COVID. It was right
Maybe.
before COVID,
right before COVID. When did Yellowstone start?
like
Maybe, I don't know.
2017 or something.
But I think he was there too because there were a bunch of country guys there. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'd have to go back and look, but I do have video of Cody playing, and yeah, he's I'm trying to find some unchecked aggression, but I'm not doing good.
Anyway,
at it right now.
I would definitely check out Lucas Nelson and Cody Jinks at any point if you can. It's a good time, and that show, it was a cool show. I was not looking forward to it because it was lawn, and I hadn't been in a lawn since a while.
How'd you?
I'm not big timing. I'm just saying that I have not watched the show. I don't want to fucking see text messages and
Oh, look at you!
look at you talking about how you went and
You
sat
get
with
to
the
go-
common man.
Oh, you didn't get to sit
No,
up
fuck
in
that.
your
You don't have the big
in your
time.
$400 tickets
it's
like you
getting
saw Iron
older.
Maiden.
And you don't want to fucking sit on the grass. Like that's a kid.
Yeah.
That's for kids.
But anyway, dude, it
that's
was
the
awesome.
kids' table of giant concerts.
So check it
Just-
out though. It wasn't. I wasn't miserable at all. It's fucking. I was like, dude, this is awesome. I love this. And check it out. Now, at the very back, they finally put a big ass beer stand.
Mm-hmm.
So
Th-
you don't
that
have to
was
walk
there.
all the way down and all the way to the left or the right to go get your beer.
What was the last show I shot out there?
Iron Maiden was out there,
That was out there, but I also shot the Pixies and Weezer out there,
and they had it set up like that.
and I think I remember seeing the beer stand up there. I'm trying to think of who
And
else.
check this out. So this is the other thing. Women that go to country shows,
I'm not going to talk about this.
they don't dress the same as they do for metal shows and rock shows.
No, they don't.
They kind of dress like metal shows back in the 90s
No, there's
and rock shows
You're right.
in the 80s and 90s. The country women, when they come to town to see a country show, good gosh.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
I would say, was it something like outlaw adjacent? Like, is Cody Jinks considered like outlaw-ish?
Probably.
Kind of.
I don't think Lucas Nelson
I would say
is.
if George Strait came to town, it may be slightly conservative dress.
I don't know. I bet
'Cause
you they'd be
he's-
dressing up for that too.
Oh, I bet George Strait gets them wet as fuck too. But Cody Jinks and shit like that, these
Okay.
are girls that already kind of
Alright.
party
They already
maybe one or
smoked a-
two nights in the week.
They already
and
smoked
not-
a few packs of smokes in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know. We went
And
to
they're probably hitting a weed pen during the show.
They probably work at Pitchers in Arlington.
so compare the women.
Is that what you're saying?
Hey,
That hasn't been a bar for like a decade.
compare that
But
place
yes,
to compare the women at the Cody Jinks Lucas Nelson show to the women that were at the Down show.
Quite a difference.
I
That-
bet there's
But
some
the thing
okay
was
crossover
crazy
though.
is there were some hot females at the Down show. I mean, there were a lot of ex-partiers and stuff. but
I
there
don't
was
think probably. I bet
They
yes,
all look like
but
they worked
maybe
at
over.
the clubhouse 30 years ago.
I was gonna say they're probably over 40, so that tracks. Everything
Yeah.
we said tracks.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, if
it tracks.
Oh, it tracks.
I'm not
I
denying
don't
what you
think-
are saying.
do you think there's any like under 20-year-old down female down fans under
That's
25.
the thing that was weird about
There
that
were.
show. There was a lot of kids
There
too,
actually were. There were a lot
Yeah.
of kids there.
Well, yeah,
It
well,
was
they
strange.
couldn't. They had to go.
because they couldn't get a baby. Their parents couldn't get the babysitter.
Like, son, you're gonna be surrounded. Thank God, smoke rises. Because we're going to go see fucking Down.
Yeah, but they were into it too. It's like,
Oh, I bet.
There was some kids.
Kids are fucking
Same
into
as that
anything with the
ministry
with the
show. There
power
was a lot
cord.
of kids at the ministry show too. And the other good one we went to where Greg played with
Alice Chain, not
Jerry
Alice Chain,
Cantrell.
Jerry Cantrell. Which
Was-
Alice Chain's come back.
Was
too.
it publicized that Greg was doing
no. Well,
that-
I found an article.
Did
that
you
said,
go because you knew that?
No.
Or, okay.
No,
We
we
almost
both,
didn't go.
I'm pretty sure you're going to go either way.
well, we
We
almost,
almost
didn't.
because
Oh,
I had a
really?
bunch of shit to do
Ah.
leading up to Arts Goggle, and I was like, man, I'm just stressed. I don't know if I really want to go. Blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah.
And it was in Dallas. We're like, ugh.
It was and House of Blues is such a pain in the
Yeah.
ass.
I love
all that area.
shows
I
there.
love shows there. It's just a pain in the ass to park at, and
Yeah.
all that crap. And then we went, and the first dude, I can't remember his name, was awesome.
Yeah, solo
He was
act.
cool as shit.
Musicians and comedians love hearing that, by the way. Just
What's
I
that?
can't remember who opened up for him, but I really liked him.
Yeah.
Well, the name just doesn't come to me right now, but
I know.
he was great. But then
Who was that one comic that just, it
the
doesn't matter anymore?
Dude, every time I freaking do a show, I'm texting him while I'm writing, going, "Hey, who the fuck was that?"
what's going on? What's up?
I think the door guy can tell you. Just go ask him.
The second, but Jerry Cantrell came out, and I'm sitting there shooting Jerry as he walks out and everything, and Matt's going,
Just freaking out.
"That's Greg," and I went, "No, that's Jerry," and he goes, "No, that's Greg over there."
And when he looked over, it like kind of took its time to hit him, and then he
Yeah.
just goes,
Oh, fuck, that's Greg.
That's the
He was
weirdest,
like-
it's okay, it's not like completely 100% strange that it happened, but that is very much out of left field.
It was awesome.
Well, he's
like-
recorded tracks on the new album
On Jerry's?
on Jerry's, but I didn't know he was going to go on
Oh.
tour with
Okay,
them.
well that yeah.
And
okay.
so it's kind of like, oh shit.
pun intended, that tracks.
sounded
Hey,
so good.
Yeah, it sounded
Oh, I
so
bet.
And when they
dude.
did Man in a Box, I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
That'd be like the first time in like 20 years that I'd be excited to hear that song. I do love Alice
Yeah.
in Chains,
But that's another one that Clear
their
Channel
Alice in
killed.
Chains, Man in the Box is like Pantera's Walk
Got
to where
murdered by
I've heard them so much. It's a
The
very boring song
Clear
to
Channel
me that I
demon.
don't Thank you. Yes. Slip me some skin there, brother.
So
Yes, sir.
then after that,
That felt sexy too.
what'd you do last week?
Huh?
Well, you weren't here. You were doing things in
Oh
chronological
yeah.
order.
So sorry. Yeah, we got hung up on rock shows and stuff. So last week, did you not tell people where I was?
Well, I didn't. I did, and then I deleted it from the show because I wasn't sure. Because you know.
Yeah, my firstborn graduated from high school.
All right.
Yes, that's pretty weird.
If I had a kazoo. You got a
So guess
kazoo
where
and-
where she graduated from too? Where I graduated from college. Same
UNT.
auditorium.
You went to see UNT?
I did go to see UNT.
Awesome.
When I went
How's
to
it go-
UNT, I had to see UNT. It
How was seeing UNT again?
was cool.
Being
It was
up there.
cool. Well, I'm up
walking
there a
the
lot
campus.
anyway,
You are?
but I haven't
oh, you
gone
get to
inside.
see UNT a lot.
I do get to go see UNT a lot because of my job.
That's awesome.
But they have not asked me to come speak as an alumni speaker
Aw.
yet.
You haven't been able.
No, I'll need to see UNT about
and
that.
as a podcaster.
Yeah.
I'll have to see him about that.
You know who I am. I'm living proof.
So, you want to hear something wild though that happened?
Yeah.
For one, I want to say if you're a person in charge of making public school graduations, how about not doing find a way to make it happen where it's not on the fucking work week on a Tuesday,
Dude.
Tuesday?
I
a
don't-
Tuesday
here's the-
Tuesday at 6.
Here's the problem. I don't think there's so many schools graduating within a 2-week period.
There's just no room.
There's no room, and that you have
this
to
was
get
the-
whatever venue you can
Dustin.
grab, and
This was like the third graduation that day.
yeah, downtown.
Yeah.
I've seen graduations at noon on a
Mhm.
weekday, and you're
Yeah.
like, man, these poor parents have to get off. And
You think that's just a product of everybody moving down here?
maybe, but there's
Yeah.
so many damn schools, and they're trying to cram them all in because you got Dickies and
Getting
Tarrant
booked up?
County both running graduations.
What if Elvis
back to
Presley
back to
wanted
back
to come
back.
play Dickies?
Well, we'd have an issue. We'd have to.
Robert E. Lee High School in Tyler, Texas, coming in and doing graduation.
We'd be reporting on that if Elvis came to do a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Would we be invited to shoot that and write it?
I would hope so. You got to get a hold of his publicist.
So this is wild. I have to meet up with with Mandy, my mom, my dad, and basically take their ride and drive them up there. Okay. So my dad pretty much has to use a cane now when he walks, especially out in public like that.
Is it blinged out, pimped?
No, he needs to though.
He needs to.
Yeah, I'm working on
We
it.
need to bejazzle that thing for him.
For
And
sure.
have a secret knife.
Yeah.
in there.
Dude, yeah.
Or no
Just a
gun.
blade that goes or lightsaber.
Or bow.
Or
A
lightsaber. Yeah.
Okay, now we're talking.
That would score chicks.
Mm-hmm.
If they're like, you like my cane? I do. You like my lightsaber? So anyway, oh no, here we go. I did miss that, didn't I?
You had to get them on the Star Trek.
All right, so Star
You
Wars,
son
sir.
of a bitch.
Every time, dude. Every time you come over here.
I don't bring it up.
So
I'm 38.
I
don't
get
bring it up.
everybody in. I get everybody in. Get them
Do
seated.
you like my cane?
Get everybody ready to go, right?
Okay.
I kind of want to cripple Dustin just to
So,
see what he can
this is
configure.
y'all are burying the lead of the story.
Okay, so you have to drive all the way up there with all of them.
Yeah, and I get them all up into the second level of the same auditorium that I went to school in. Like, just had graduated not too long ago.
Did you tell your dad I got my finger
No,
pruny
no.
over there?
No, check this out. Some little shit around us starts smoking weed.
Did your
Like-
dad turn to him and go,
My dad,
Spark it up, son.
everybody was just kind of like, "Oh my gosh!" Like even my daughters. My
"It's
daughters thought
Denton.
my
It's Denton. This happens.
my middle aged daughter thought it was me. She's like, "Dad."
There you go. It's Denton.
Yeah, that was wild. I did not expect that at all. You know, you go to a high school graduation. You know, I'm sure there's some flask and stuff that are up in the stands and everything. You know,
Yeah.
There's some rails of cocaine being done on the upper decker by the
I don't
kids
know
and
about
stuff.
that.
You know,
I don't know about
I'm
all
sure-
that.
you know,
That's pretty.
there's some lewds going
Maybe.
down, some
don't know.
hydrocodone suppositories.
I don't think that happens in Denton anymore. Denton's become pretty woke.
But never in my mind did I think that all of a sudden there would be a Cheech
Bam.
and Chong smoke fest right behind me.
That is
And it was
awesome.
so like Mandy said, I just like looked like a bird dog. Just always
Wait, we can
and
do
then
that?
and then it just got overwhelming. Like everybody's like, "Oh my gosh!"
Would the guy just light up a whole joint?
That's
just
what it
keep
smelled
burning?
like, man. It smelled, and it was like 15 minutes too. So I'm pretty sure they smoked a joint.
It was funny watching those at the Down show when we were in our little
All
that
those
little
Heshers smoking
cubby
weed.
holder. They were all those old
Yeah,
Heshers
passing those
smoking,
joints.
and they all had like 5 of them, and no one was saying anything. Security's just looking right at them like, you know, whatever, do what you want.
Yeah, it's a Down
and
show.
That's
they
the way it is
are-
in Dallas, man.
I mean, they even broke out the little roach
Yeah.
clip
Oh,
to
yeah.
make sure they
Keep it
got it
going.
all, and I was just like,
Was there
oh
a
my
feather on it,
God,
too?
come
Oh no, we're
on.
not throwing away this.
We're not throwing away.
no way.
No, we got to have this last
And then
little bit.
I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
the last
What's
quarter of a
wrong?
joint
That's
is
cool.
like it hits good. That's when it's hitting really good. You can't just throw that.
Yeah, that
shit
was
away.
cool.
It cracked me up.
I forgot
was
about
like,
that.
shit.
I kind of made reference in my write up on it about that. I was like, yeah, it's like I can't remember what I said, but I was like, pretty cool time. Just a little hungry now, or something like that.
Can we talk about the other thing?
Which
What you've become?
what I've become.
A homeowner.
Oh yeah, yeah. So it's weird because that's when I closed on my mortgage too. Was on Tuesday.
Oh, the
Tuesday
day-
morning.
Oh, yeah.
So I closed on a mortgage before I. Oh my gosh, dude! This lady that worked at the title company. This could have been a sitcom, man. Because I'm not a morning person, Brian.
No.
It takes me a good
No one in this room is.
I'm not very social till around noon,
Yeah.
you know. And that's that. So I kind of sleepwalk through the first half of my day.
Okay,
I'm not.
It's all routine.
It's
So
all
you just gotta go
routine.
through
I'm
it.
not thrilled about life yet. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of.
I don't wake up till I'm off of work.
That's when life
So
begins.
That's when I start coming to life.
Yeah. So I didn't really pay attention, and
Wait,
you go
guys
close on a
don't-
house.
You guys don't like your job? Let's go.
The receptionist, she's real nice. She's like, "Oh yeah, here, Mr. Stubbs, this way. Go sit in here, and this so and so will be in here to close your mortgage, your deal, your loan, all that, right?" So I'm like, "All right," and I go, just kind of chill. It's a nice office and stuff. Just kind of relax and kind of start not dozing off, but getting close. All of a sudden, the lady walks in, and I'm just still kind of farting around with my phone and stuff because it was what's called a hybrid closing, right? So that means that some of the docs are online that you can do while you're waiting around or doing like other things
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff, right? So she comes in and starts everything. So, "Oh, hey, Mr. Stubbs," and I'm just kind of like this, and I go, like, startled me, the hotness and the shapeliness and just everything about this amazingly hot milfalicious that closed my loan. It shook me. I was like, oh.
Isn't that
Like-
normal though?
And the thing that sucks is I know she noticed me just stare straight at her breast as soon because I was sitting on my phone, and she's like, "Okay, Mr. Stubbs," and it's like I felt like Kramer. I was like, I was like, what? So that was treatful.
Not for her.
Yeah, she probably I don't know. She probably gets that all the time. This lady is smoking. One of the benefits, I guess, the lender threw in on my deal. They're like, "Hey, close the loan with us."
You get a smoking chick.
Yeah, we'll
does
let-
ya?
Yeah,
Get a gift card to
get a
Whataburger.
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah. So yeah, closed on my house. Hadn't had a house since my divorce, so it's been a minute.
Got the
and
house.
immediately my hot water heater goes out
That's how it works.
on Thursday. I closed on
It's
Tuesday.
Summer,
Hot water
what do you-
heater is
what do you
out
need
on
hot water
Thursday.
for anyways?
I think when I bought this house, immediately like the pool pump broke. It was when we had the
Yeah.
pool out here.
Yeah, penis
The
pump.
pool pump.
What? Up,
What?
what?
Well, did you see? I saw a deal.
But I'm official citizen and homeowner of a home in Arlington, Texas. Eventually, we're gonna have a home. What do you call it? Breaking in party,
Mhm.
home warming party,
Housewarming.
house warming party. We'll do something like that. I got to do a couple of other things, and then we'll tee it up and maybe have a rock band come play and tear the whole place down, set it on
Yeah.
fire,
Awesome.
set the whole place on fire.
I saw the day you closed. I saw a report that like 52%
I
of all
read that
homes,
last night. Our
all
investment properties.
all homes in Tarrant County, 52% of them
wild.
sold last year were sold to as investment properties.
That is so
God.
wild.
Or
What,
man.
to
for-
investment companies.
Just to rent? Or-
No, or yeah,
They're getting
Or
gobbled
to
up by
keep-
these big,
everything's getting
huge,
gobbled
and a
up.
lot of them.
So,
a
when
lot
they-
of them are
Is
these
it to
big.
rent or just to keep it? Just to
A
not
lot of
rent?
it is these big investment firms from China, and the other. What's
They're-
the
they're
other?
buying
Was it BlackRock and
BlackRock.
There's like several of them. Like I don't know. There's a ton of them. They're
It's a
these
lot of
huge
those
ass-
people that call you or send you
Redfin
text
and
message
all
be
that
like,
shit.
How much can I?
Oh,
I want to
especially
buy your thing.
when they do that about my dad's house in Irving, which I've never like. I've only been in his house like a handful of times. Like we meet up for lunch and that's kind of it. But
Well, that's
I'm
sad.
like, I have zero. No, wait, that's fine. I have zero fiduciary, if that's the right word, connection to my dad's house. It's because I'm his progeny. But they'll say, Daniel, we're looking at your property, the blah blah trail in Irving, and I'm like, I've never lived there. I've been in there a few times, but I'm like, how the fuck did you get my number asking me about my dad's house?
Yeah, it's very weird.
It's
Hey,
the weirdest fucking shit.
I always say the bidding starts, or we'll start
Yeah.
negotiations at half.
I always say this.
Yeah.
No, I just say, hey, yeah, send the contract over. See what happens.
and no one.
No one's ever done
Yeah.
it. But I'm like, dude, if they do, I'm like, looks good. Let's do this. It's funny because I got a text for Robert, which is so annoying, from Beto. And I was like, oh, you motherfuckers. I was like, dude, I was like, fuck off. I was like, I said Civil War is coming. Make sure you're training. Get your martial arts and arms training 4 times to 5 times a week. I go, war is coming.
I did one that was pretty bad
So,
the other day. I
she
got
said-
a bet. I got a bet on one.
They said, "Oh, I've done more." Like they said, they just went back. We'll make a note of that. And I was like,
Yeah.
then I
that's
sent
what-
some of
that's
my
the robot.
pictures with the like my anti-media pictures that I took from down in Austin and stuff.
Yeah.
And I sent
All
that
that
too.
stuff.
I'm like, fuck yeah, don't join.
This was before everything happened in Uvalde, so I want to make that clear
Mhm.
that they sent me a Beto's
Was it Beto?
group. Beto's group sent me one of those automated
It's a
text
terrible
messages,
way to
and I responded. I
do
said,
things.
every time you guys
Beto.
text me, I buy 3 more large capacity magazines.
Yeah.
But then
Oh, Beto.
Uvalde happened, and I was like, oh, that's not a good joke.
I gotta
Yeah,
chill
That
on
didn't
yeah.
age
the
well.
magazine jokes. You
In
gotta
about, in
chill
about
out on them, huh?
3 months, it'll be a good joke.
No, you better buy them now.
Yeah.
They're going away. Which
Yeah.
they're, I mean, the only thing they're good for. I was talking about this, like a lot of gun talk over the last couple of weeks. Not on the show, you
There
know,
has
but
been a
with
lot
people.
of gun talk.
But it, like, the only thing a large capacity magazine is good for is the range. It makes things.
They're
It
fun.
makes shooting a lot easier. You don't have to reload
It's
every.
fun.
That's what makes them fun.
Yeah.
Is you shoot and you don't have to sit there and reload again.
That's the thing that's funny is every once in a while someone will be like, "Well, I just don't
What
see
if
a
China
need.
invades?
I don't see a need. I don't see a need for someone to have that much gun and that much ammo and stuff. I just don't. There's no need for that." And I'm like, "Yeah, there is." And they're like, "Well, what? And I'm like,
Bringing-
"It's fun.
Bringing joy to my face.
It's fun to shoot guns.
when I am plinking a target at
Yes.
100 yards. It's going.
I'll put a
ching, ching,
40
ching,
round
ching,
mag and make the freaking barrel glow. It's awesome.
You know what? You're so angry and so pissed off at this. Let's go to the range
And you'll have fun, too.
You release some of this power and some of this frustration. You'll be like, "Whoa, that actually helps relax me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, everyone should shoot guns at some point.
Yeah. Haven't you seen what was it? American Beauty? She goes to the range, pop
Oh,
off
yeah.
some rounds to
Sure
relax.
does.
Yeah.
with the
Annette Bening?
with the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Uh,
When that who was?
the king. Oh shit. Yeah.
Annette
What's his,
Bening?
yeah, Annette Bening and the king. He's the king. You like getting fucked by the king. He's got giant eyebrows. Shit. What's his name?
Grover
No. I can't think of the guy's name
from
either.
Sesame Street.
Yeah, I'm very bad at
So,
So
proper
yeah, it was
nouns.
great.
well, what
It was
if,
good time.
dude? Check this out. Okay, it does make you blow off steam by shooting targets, right? A normal
Mhm.
person. Okay. What if we set up a TNT range where you can blow shit up?
Yeah, like people have
blow
done that
off
before.
steam.
People have done that.
good old fashioned, like an actual stick.
They
of
do that in
dynamite.
Vegas.
Like you have to pay to do it, and
Yeah.
you just go blow shit up.
Well,
Man.
you're shooting whatchdobber, the shit
Those
you
50
buy.
cal, those cannons, those aircraft cannons.
You're shooting the God damn it, what's it called? The shit you can buy at
Tannerite?
Academy.
Tannerite.
Yeah. You're shooting Tannerite. That's the only bad thing about the range we go to. We can't set up Tannerite targets
We would have.
already. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're loud. Now, if we go out to Alito, we can. I don't think we can shoot in Alito anymore. Yeah, I don't think so.
I did a open mic at a bar that is almost at Alito. I only went there
That's risky.
because the rental car I had.
Where was it at?
That's risky out there.
Right off Camp Bowie, next to some. The map almost got me there. I had to find the place myself. It's called the Dirty Water Saloon, and I was only there because I had a rental car and I had more than a quarter of a tank left, and I got it at a quarter of a tank. So I got back from Austin, told my girlfriend, I'm like, I'm not giving them more gas than what I got, so I'm gonna go do a couple open mics. So, anyways, and I was there. I was out in the back patio area, smoking a cigarette. And the host, this guy named Jordan, who's African American, I was talking to him about whatever, and he looked to just the left of me. And he had been there before. He had been there earlier, and because he's hosting the open mic, I showed up at the city, and he looks to my left, and he goes, and he finally saw the Confederate flag on the wall. He goes, he's talking to me. He goes, da-da-da-da. Looks to my left. He goes, "Oh,
That's a Confederate
that's
flag
That's my
right
first
there."
time seeing that." I go, I was like, "Yeah, yeah."
You know what's funny is they have.
I've never been there before. Also, I'm not going to go back because it's
Yeah.
a shit open mic, which most open mics
It's
are.
funny because it shocks me now when I see them.
It does.
Used to
it
they
is
were
shocking.
all over the place, and now when you see one, you're like, whoa.
But also, like, I question
might want to take that down,
him-
buddy.
he wasn't the guy that founded the open mic. He was just guest hosting. And I'm assuming making like $20 or $30
Yeah.
hosting the open mic at this. It was like the first time the open mic even happened too. But I also question when comics go and start an open mic, and there's a myriad of reasons to not do an open mic at so many bars. This one being a bar in very, very West Fort Worth.
Yeah.
But also, did you not go out in the back patio and be like, oh, cool. Oh, a rebel flag. I wonder if any non-white comics will feel comfortable here.
Well-
and I'm not a guy who cares about most like what people think and feel. But
Yeah.
if I was hosting an open mic, I would take that into consideration, and I would be like, oh, never mind, no. This I don't need $30 or $40 that badly, or hopefully they're because you can
You just
make
get
money
back in your car and go home, is
hosting
what you'd
open
say?
mics these days.
Yeah.
I never looked for money. Me was a free bar tab for me. That's the only reason I hosted an open mic.
During COVID,
But anyways, yeah.
when you had to go to speakeasies in DFW, there was a couple of times that I went out to Greenville, I believe. I think it was Greenville. And there was a bar that I went to once, and fucking right on the stage, right behind the. I mean, it wasn't a big stage, but it was like a singer-songwriter type
Yeah.
stage. It's a fucking Stars and Bars, and I'm like, what the fuck,
it-
man?
I can't believe
Greenville?
And what was this was in
Jesus.
not Lower Greenville, in Greenville, Texas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
It might have been another city, but it was
Never
it was out there. It was
Never
towards,
mind.
It was
I
towards
thought-
the
yeah.
east.
I was picturing Lower Greenville. I'm just like, wow.
No,
that
but
must have been a
the thing that was
speakeasy.
crazy, the thing that was really nuts though, is they were also like fucking. They didn't give a shit, man. Like people were jumping behind the bars and like filling up their styrofoam cups and stuff.
That's
I was like,
Greenville
what the
for
fuck? And there was
Total
black
problem.
dudes there and black chicks there, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, so this is just a like party central, and we're not going to pay
Yeah.
attention to the symbolism
going on
that
back here?
offends
Yeah.
the 99.9% of the world.
you. Yeah.
I did a show.
I didn't go back there, by the way.
I want to ask you a question because you made
Sure.
a perfect segue.
Oh, good.
This Dirty Water Saloon.
Yes.
When did you do this show?
Literally the weekend when I went down to Spicewood. So that Monday from that weekend.
Okay, so just a couple weeks ago, or just a week and a week
yeah,
and a half ago.
Just about a week ago. Yeah.
What's around there?
What the?
Around that bar
I saw another bar called the Horny Toad.
down the street,
Horny Toad, then like a giant fence,
and some wreckage and
yes.
car
and then I
parts.
eventually found that bar. But
Okay.
my map on my phone was not taking me to that address. So
Did you hear the news this week or
No.
yesterday of who's moving in basically in the property right beside that bar?
no.
China.
Dane's Craft Barbecue.
Oh yeah,
They're not moving with Lola's now.
Oh, is
They're
wait,
moving
Down
there?
to Berry Street. They are moving. They're having a building built out.
Is that like was that like the back food truck or something or? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you should tell Up and Smoke
So
to
th-
move to Lola's.
up here.
Perfect
Have a
match.
Fort
Is that
Worth
a
Up and
match
Smoke.
not made in heaven?
It is kind of Rolling Smoke.
Rolling Smoke, yeah, not Up and Smoke. Rolling Smoke
um,
barbecue from
the-
Austin.
The
Sorry, Rolling.
so they're
Smoke.
moving out
Sorry,
there in
Kyle.
the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Oh, it's a good move." Blah blah blah.
Sure.
And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on that west side of Fort Worth, because usually with the job I have, you can see a build out, but there's nothing going on that end of Camp Bowie. That Camp Bowie is where land forgot,
Yeah.
It's
or
weird.
land where
Isn't
time
that weird?
forgot.
I choose
Yeah,
to
there's
forget on
nothing
the other
out
side
there.
of 820 off Camp Bowie that nothing exists. 'Cause I have
The
no-
only reason I
don't
used to
care
go out
about
there
going
was docks
Yeah,
used to be out there.
yeah.
And that was the only
Ah.
thing cool. Everything else was Shitsville from
Yeah.
there to where it met I-30. You know,
Yeah.
where it goes up and runs I-30. For some reason, they're moving out there in the middle of fucking nowhere, and there's a Nisa's Pizza that's
Yeah.
moved out
I
there,
got one of those right down the street from
and
my
I have
place.
no idea what the plan is, because the only thing I've seen on the radar is you have Edwards Ranch, which is already built. It's
An
further
orgy
out.
ranch.
Edwards Ranch.
Oh.
It's one of those self-contained communities. They've made it to where you don't ever have to leave there if
Oh.
you don't want to.
That sounds very woke.
It's very weird. That area is very weird. And now they're fixing to build
Like
a,
Kingdom of the Dead weird.
Yeah. And then now south of 20, they're building this other giant, or not Edwards Ranch, Walsh Ranch. Edwards Ranch is Clear Fork. Walsh Ranch is the place I'm talking about. Then they're building another place that's going to be called, what did I say? It's 5,000 new homes. It'll take 15 years to complete, called Ville Ranch. And basically they're taking the old historic Ville Ranch that's down there. It's 1,000 acres of prime no, 3,790 acre ranch that they're building into
Goddamn.
homes, 5,000 homes and 1,000 acres of commercial property.
Jesus.
All self-sustainable.
In
All
that area?
self-sustainable. Yeah, off south of 20. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
south of Highway
What's Azel doing?
of Camp Bowie, Highway 80. But that whole area out towards Alito is getting ridiculous, and that's the only thing I can see. Like, I don't know why they're moving out there. It's kind of a pisser because I'm not going out there to eat
I kind of
eat barbecue
I even
when
kind
there's
of just found where Fred's moved to.
which is
and
another shithole end of Camp Bowie. Like,
fucking Altamere, that asshole
Yeah.
of an area. God damn. My job has me go to fucking Home Plate and what used to be Tomcats.
You never know though. Maybe there's artists that are moving in
That
up there or
place.
something.
No,
you know?
fuck
Dude,
no.
Sometimes, man, that's how it
that
happens.
area
It's-
is bad, and there's nothing. Like, there's no
It
plan
sucks.
for
I-
anything out
I know
there.
where y'all are talking about.
It's full of terrible,
Yes, I know
fucking
this.
awful people.
It's full
Yeah.
of awful people that made terrible decisions
There's a
in their
lot
life.
of monkeypox going on out there, man, for
Yeah.
sure. There's
And
someone's
not
got
in the fun
monkeypox
gay
out
way
there,
either.
man.
It's just
No, like the forceful way.
I'm forcing monkeypox upon you.
Like,
you're
I'm gonna rub
rub
my monkeypox
arm
arm
against your arm.
on your forehead.
I got invited to
I have a
was-
lesion right
I got
here. I'd
invited
like to
to the
rub on you.
bathroom at Home Plate to do coke, and I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm
That's
outta
when
here.
you say, "I have a lesion on here. You want to rub it?"
Why do you think it's called the rail?
Yeah, hey, yep.
So yeah, that I don't
Hey, man, I
understand
like the
why.
rail.
Like, everybody's moving to the west end of Camp Bowie, and there's no. That's the heart of my area, and there's no master plan build out. There's no, not even to like
Dr. Horton's not out there.
bring on backbone.
Is
to feed
Weatherford
places.
secretly cool or something that we're not into?
I think it is
Like,
now, man.
well,
Weatherford's totally
Hudson
changed
Oaks-
now.
Hudson Oaks is pretty cool, and Willow Park has gotten cool. They have
My
cool
daughter
shops
had
and
a playoff game out there, a softball playoff game. I was like, "Damn, Weatherford's fucking built."
Alito's cool.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
Alita
the-
with a speedo.
I kind of got into a little back and forth on a short one on Facebook about them moving out there, and I was
A
like,
short
well,
one.
a short back and forth.
So it wasn't with a short person.
No,
It was just a short back
You
and
know,
forth.
I like
"Dude,
Little
he-
Women. I like Little Women. You
Well,
take
that's
two
what I
of
was
them, you
thinking,
stack them
man.
on top of each other, you make one full woman. That line is the greatest.
my
line.
my team leader reminds me of him so much, dude.
Really.
Yes, every time he talks, I'm like, "Dude, you're fucking hilarious, man."
That line cracks me up so much.
And I'm always in trouble, so he's always yelling at me, and I'm like, "Dude, it's so hard to like take him serious when he goes off." Because I'm like, "Dude, you're fucking hilarious. You're
What the fuck
BJ
you doing?
Smooth."
Yeah.
He does that all the time, and
What
he'll
the
call
fuck
me.
you doing?
The thing that's funny is he'll call me with his headset, and it's always over modulated. I'm like, "What? What? Hey, yo, hey, I can't, man. Hang on, dude. I can't, you're breaking up bad, man. Bad. Turn that thing down."
Turn it way down. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people are moving out on that end of Camp Bowie. It makes no fucking sense. And I've even asked our engineers, because when Fort Worth Camera moved out there, I was like, why are they moving out there by Wild Acre? Like, there's a point when you hit the Ridgely area where that Tom Thumb is.
Yeah.
It's probably
That's
cheap rent,
kind of where
man.
things start. You're like, I don't really need to go down the rest of Camp
It
Bowie
could be
here.
these
I really,
businesses
I
are
have
co-
no reason.
it could
to go
be
down the
cheap
rest of the
rent.
way.
Even
That
Ridgely's off.
the
Could
cost
be.
of doing business is just
I-
too much, so they need to
It-
find at least the
that's the
least
thing.
expensive place out there.
Even Ridgely is out of the way.
Years ago, years ago, my job had us at that 7-Eleven that is literally walking distance from Ridgely Theater, and I was training this one girl. Luckily, this girl could not give a fuck about, she was kind of tough, thank God, because this is like, hey, here's your job, giving out cigarette coupons and shit. So we're at that 7-Eleven, and this lady
She's
came
like,
up
"Take
to
a
us.
fucking coupon."
This lady came up to us and she wanted one of our coupons, but
Mhm.
maybe she didn't have ID or something like that. But she started going on a spiel about whatever, and then she showed us that she kept a razor blade under her tongue, and I was like,
okay.
"Holy shit!"
Why?
That I don't, because the streets are tough out there, I guess, or something like that. And I look
How
at-
does that work?
I don't know.
Did you say,
very
"Hey,
skilled with
you know,
the,
you can
that tongue
you
blade.
can conceal and carry here.
I don't
Ma'am.
think she could afford one.
Oh.
But I was just like,
No need to
okay.
put a razor blade in your
Texting
mouth.
my bosses, I'm just like, so this happened. Nothing like bad has happened. But a lady just
What is that, like
showed us the
self-defense
razor blade
against
she
a
kept
a-
under her tongue.
Oh my gosh!
I
dude,
was
that's
like,
wow. Is
whew.
that like a defense against a forced blowjob or something?
Guess.
But I do want to say, I wish nothing but the best for Dane's Craft Barbecue. I hate they're moving all the way out there because I will never eat there again. I'll never eat lunch there again because it's not in my area.
It's gonna be a trip.
And they keep saying it's only a 15-minute drive from where we used to be. Well, 15 minutes drive, and then I have to stand in line. It doesn't fit within my lunch schedule anymore. Y'all
Yeah.
were centralized.
Barbecue
and,
restaurants, that's a trip. That's like planned for 2 hours minimum.
Yeah, and I've got
Drive. There
I've
and
got
back.
Panther City.
Never forget
I've got
the 2018
Hortada, if I want to
Craft
go to
Barbecue
Arlington.
Gang
Oh, yeah.
Wars.
You got
Never
Goldie's.
forget.
Goldie's is closer
Never forget.
than
You know what
the
I'm talking
Dang.
about? The 2018 gang,
one, yeah.
Craft Barbecue Gang Wars that went down.
and I mean
Never forget.
Was that the peak? Or-
time. Yeah.
That's what we said the whole time.
You know what's funny
Then he
is how
started
little,
popping off
how
about,
little I
to
care
our
about
shit
barbecue.
on the old Twits,
I like
and I was
Heim.
like,
The
"Fuck
only
off."
problem is the last few times I've gone to
Uh,
Heim, things were really fatty and it pissed me off.
That's that's how they do it.
I've only
They're-
had
just
I've only
don't-
had their burger.
I like how everybody decided they had made burnt ends for the first time. Like, no,
Yeah.
burnt ends have been around forever. Your family didn't just invent
Yeah.
burnt ends. Like, it's not something, and that's something that a lot of those craft barbecue places try to take the credit for. And like, no, guess what? There's like 17 barbecue joints that have burnt ends, and all my friends do it, and all my friends do pork belly. All my friends do that.
Okay, so right by y'all's house is Hortada. Have you not been there?
Still
No.
haven't.
Jesus.
I don't care about
Still
barbecue.
haven't.
I honestly don't.
But
You need to fucking start
dude,
caring about
y'all
some
gotta
shit.
come
I
to
don't give a
Dino's,
shit.
man.
It-
Dino's
it
is still
bogs
there.
me down.
Dustin,
I eat a bunch of barbecue. I need to take a fucking
Dude.
nap, and then I have to like
A giant
overcorrect
shit.
with
check it out.
with an energy drink,
Guys.
and I'm like, it might as well be 5 beers that don't get me fucked up.
What do
but
y'all
makes
got
me
going
have to
on this
take a
weekend?
nap.
Are y'all all in town this weekend?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I gotta work.
What during the day or at night?
Yes.
Fuck, Dustin.
I'm
Let's
here.
okay. Let's go play golf at Meadowbrook, Arlington. That 9-hole.
Literally, like I can walk there. It's right
Yeah.
next to my house.
Let's go play golf there, and then let's go to Dino's Subs.
Dino's
they are
Subs is great.
Dino's is great.
Dude,
Dino's
they haven't
great.
changed it at all either.
They haven't?
No,
Dino's is great.
it's like
So good.
the I almost bought a shirt last week, but I'm gonna eat every single one of Dino's sandwiches.
Do
Gonna
you get a
go-
plate to put on the wall?
Gonna go in order.
No, I'm just gonna do it because every time I go there, I'll get one. I'll get one of the subs, and then I'm like, man, that Italian one sounds so freaking good. And then someone that's sitting with me will get it, and I'll be like, you mother. It's almost like getting out Whataburgered. You're out Dino'd, man.
The show Delocated, which John Glazer, he wears a ski mask the whole time. There's an episode where he's obsessed with this sub shop, and he's going in order.
Yeah.
And a part of me wants to like do that, but like Dino's.
Hmm.
But every time I'm there, I get like one of 5 different sandwiches because it's
Yeah.
like either the Dino or like a few different kinds. Because I'm like, these are fucking great.
Yeah.
And if I can be very responsible, I'll go home and I'll eat half. I'll get the single. I'll eat half of a sandwich, and then like the next day, I got half of a fucking
Yeah.
Dino sub
Yeah.
in my fridge,
And it's freaking
But, man,
delicious.
I can easily eat the whole fucking thing
It's
too.
got that
and,
aged mayonnaise, got that aged. So check this out. The other thing I love about Dino's, well, you can get beer, you can get a
Oh, yeah.
you can get a big ass 32-ounce mug, and the freaking speaker on the wall they have now. Like
oh yeah,
I don't
with the
remember.
little window.
Yes, dude, it's like
You can always hear like a little bit of feedback.
Like, yes, I'll take it all the way.
everybody looks. Everyone that works there
You know what
looks
the
at
works
like,
on that?
Motherfucker, here comes another
no,
one of
it's
these
more
crazy white dudes.
You know what the works on that?
Yeah,
I'm like, dude,
RoboTuner,
I
aren't you
can
playing
just-
a show
I can
this
just
weekend?
talk over the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, give me
Yeah.
the works. Like, Jesus.
RoboTuner wants everyone to know that he has his kid this weekend, but he's also playing a show.
so what does he want to play golf too?
Do you want to play golf and go to Dino's also?
We could probably fit you in.
It's going to be 100 and some degrees to play golf.
No, we're going. Nah, man, we got to go early, dude. We got to go at like 6.
Dino's in that, but
All right.
if you go in peak hours,
Yeah.
you're gonna wait. a
Well,
little
no,
bit,
we're
but
talking about the
it's
golf.
not like
though.
fucking barbecue.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about something I did over this weekend.
Meadowbrook, Arlington has a lot of shade though.
It
Like,
does.
there's
it
a lot
does.
of places.
I haven't played
to-
it in forever. Went Friday night to see the
Slow Roosevelt.
one night only at right over here at Northeast Mall. The movie that is narrated by Matthew McConaughey, Deep in the Heart.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
And it is a documentary about Texas wildlife, and basically it's just Texas, period. The land,
Sweet.
and he
You guys like
narrates.
deer?
Yeah. We got some deer here.
Gosh.
20 minutes on
Yes.
deer. God
You guys
damn.
bring your bongo drums.
There actually is a big segment
So-
on white-tailed deer.
Ah, knew it. I'll have to watch it.
Y'all like
One
watching
thing
me
that-
while I twist my booger while I drive this Oldsmobile in this commercial here?
You guys,
You guys know.
you come down here to Texas.
Come to Texas, we twist boogers while we're driving.
Yeah.
Was that
Yes,
on Family
sir.
Guy?
Dude.
Yes, sir. No, he does. Like, I swear,
No,
the
there's a bit
Oldsmobile
about
commercial where
him
he's
just-
sitting there driving, he's sitting there going like this. Dude.
Yeah.
No, I heard
He's
that as
twisting a
bit.
booger.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
it
was
looks
a
like he's
bit
twisting a
on
booger.
some show. Anyways,
But he starts
got-
out up
he
in
starts-
Cap Rock Canyon with the bison.
Bison.
Cap Rock Canyon.
You ever seen a
You guys
bison
ever
in the
been up there?
wild?
Dude, it's so good and
Is
it's
it?
so beautiful.
Bet it is,
and
man.
it's shot amazingly. And they
That's
go
what I was
through
going
like
to ask.
the major,
Is the cinematography
Yeah.
amazing?
but it breaks down like a lot of the major animals. Like they'll spend a little segment on the bison.
Does he
and
ever
they
go,
spend a little bit on the
"Say,
deer.
You got to watch this. Does he ever say, say,
There's a funny thing when
Say.
they're talking about the Guadalupe bass swimming around.
bass?
And this Guadalupe
bass
bass
is-
is looking for a place. The male is looking for a place to make a little home,
Yeah.
and it comes into a trash bag that says "Don't mess with Texas." He's like, "Hey, don't mess with Texas." He yells at, and then it comes to a.
Oh, is he in the field or just narrating?
He's narrating,
Oh.
so he's pretending like the fish is saying that, and then it comes to a tire and some cans in the tire that's in the lake in the stream. He goes, "Hey, this ain't Oklahoma,"
Ah,
but it's freaking amazing. It's
Yeah.
really, really good. It's the first documentary that's just about Texas and the lands and the wildlife. And
Yeah, he's
it's
going
just
hard
beautiful.
on the getting involved with the gun control for Texas.
He is.
He's had enough.
He's had enough.
Of course, he should. That's his hometown. That we just had the tragedy
In Uvalde.
in Uvalde, and
Not
coming-
far from my peeps.
nope,
Not far from my
not
peeps
far-
at all.
not
I've
far
spent
from-
some time in
I've s-
Uvalde.
I've spent some time down there, and I'm not talking about
Visiting. You actually served
Yeah.
time. You
No.
served time in Uvalde.
no.
You went down to Uvalde and spent some time.
You want to spend some time with me?
I need to make a trip down to the hill country pretty quick, pretty soon, maybe
You're
a
just there.
weekend. I need to go to the west side of the hill country and
Oh, okay.
do some shooting and stuff down where it's dark.
Yeah, I need to do that for the first time. I haven't been out to Big Bend.
No,
I'd like to drive down to.
drive all the way out there to Big Bend.
I'll do the hill country or Big Bend.
Need to
I love it.
go.
That's a
Need to go
different
out there
sky.
and do it. That's
We should make it special.
When
Special sky.
Junction's right outside of Junction is 1, and then when you get to Big Bend, it's like a 0.
Yes, I've been to Harper, been to Fredericksburg, been to Mason,
Too bright. Too bright.
Llano. Llano was
Llano
pretty
starts
dark.
getting bright. Or it starts getting dark. Yeah.
Llano is probably the darkest place I've been in Texas.
Junction's pretty dark, and then
And Junction too.
you get outside of there, and it's just like, ugh,
I know it's
Yeah.
awesome.
it's beautiful.
Go spotlighting those animals.
Spots some
And
deer, and we'll
those
shoot in the face.
Mexicans running through the field.
Well, that was going on when I went to Big Bend. That was
It
wild.
goes on every time I go out there, man.
There was like a chain of
Yeah, it's like, dude.
Border Patrol guys with flashlights just
Yeah.
walking a field. It's like, come on, dude, leave them alone.
Let them in. Come on, man. They've gotten this far.
Yeah, right?
Fucking let them in. Come on, guy.
And then you see a guy with a rocket launcher running across the.
Smuggling
let that
one-
guy
not,
in.
Not that one. Not that. Hey, not
Stop
that
yelling.
one. Not.
He's
these
not
guys
from
are cool.
Mexico.
These guys are cool, but those dudes over there don't look too cool. Yeah, that's crazy.
But you know, yeah. So it's
People that have never been down there don't know about that.
I don't know. The documentary's amazing. It's great. The people that have never been down there don't realize, like, when you leave your house, you leave like some bread or some crackers and 2-gallon jugs of water on your porch. When you leave the house, like if you have a ranch,
Yeah.
that's what you do. And you come back and it's gone. Because
'Cause-
Santa Claus comes and gets you. No, because
Easter Bunny?
usually you
The
have
deer.
people walking through your property
Oh.
Yeah,
that are
Oh. Fresh from the
they could be in
border.
bad
Crossing
shape.
the border,
really
they
in
can be
bad
in
fresh
bad
off
shape.
the border.
Yeah.
and it's better to do that. If you do that,
Yeah.
they won't break in the house.
Isn't that the saddest shit you hear when they have these? Every once in a while they'll have these trucks, like these 18-wheelers, and they'll find a bunch of dead people in the 18-wheelers.
They did that
That's
right
so
here
fucking sad, man.
on Hanley Etterville, where our old practice place was.
Yeah,
Um,
it's no
they
good,
found
man.
an 18-wheeler that was full of people, that they had to arrest and put in their van and deport, but there were a bunch of dead bodies in it too.
Man,
Jeez.
that's insane.
Um,
How awful must your country be to risk
To come to this
to come here-
shithole.
to come to this
I know, right?
shithole.
We're joking, military dudes. Come on, we don't need that mess.
I don't know. I know a lot of military guys are
They're
like,
saying the same thing.
it's time for me to be an expat somewhere. It's
Yeah,
time
let's
for
talk
me
about that Texas, the
Time to use
Republic of
these
Texas
skills.
thing again.
I'm gonna move somewhere and be an expat. I'm done with this.
Yeah,
Did y'all see the Queen Elizabeth hologram?
I didn't,
the-
but I heard him
no,
talk about
The
it.
dumb fuckers waving.
I did. I haven't seen it, but I heard him
I
talking
remember
about
the
it.
I remember the Pope thing from a few years ago.
Well, the Pope was just
Or a
behind
year.
plexiglass, so you couldn't shoot him.
Well, yeah, but
But
no, remember the
this
Pope
is
thing where he
full-on
turned around and
hologram.
just blinked out of existence?
Of a younger, she's dead.
I-
I'm sticking
You
with.
and Adam Curry,
I'm,
y'all have
there's
that
more than
opinion.
just me and
I
Adam
know, so
Curry.
So what is?
Oh, I
yeah,
know.
gotta.
But
I haven't seen
my
this.
I'm right. I'm 75% there with you in that crazy
Can you
conspiracy
put it up on the
boat.
screen? Okay, here we go. Yeah.
They made her younger.
Oh,
first off,
this thing. Yeah.
and she was in the
Okay,
golden
yeah.
carriage for whatever it was, the pageant, the Jubilee pageant or whatever.
That's an immemorial, if I've ever seen one. That's an immemorial.
That looks like
told-
Princess
she-
Leia in the Last Jedi movie when she's like, "Send me an angel." One of the worst scenes Star Wars has ever done.
appears as.
Let's
God.
see here. I just want to regular. You can see her drive by, and people are waving. People are. I don't
Hey,
know.
has that Jubilee thing always been a big deal, man? I don't
Supposedly
ever
it is.
remember U.S. media covering this
Yeah.
shit.
Supposedly it is.
Was it like Coronation Day or something?
I don't know.
Like on what's that? Frozen? That looks like Frozen.
Yeah, it's
Look.
not even good.
So like watch her. She's just kind of.
So
I'm waving.
looked like she gave him
I'm
the
waving,
finger.
and all these people are
That
lined
looks
up
like a hologram.
to see the queen, and she's just. Why didn't they just? Why did they go through the hologram technology? Why did they just put LED panels on the side of the? Fucking, her kids are waving. And her
Hey, the dude
grandkids.
from The Wire's behind him? What is she? He dating her? It's a score for
Why
him.
Does Boris Johnson ever brush his hair?
I don't.
Nah, man.
You think they can get a good haircut? I don't.
They're
don't understand.
Brits.
Wonder how much bad breath is just in that little 4-foot radius.
I swear, I
Just a bunch
cannot
of
respect
British
any
Bad
country
breath.
as benign and defanged as their royalty is that still has that shit. I'm like, no,
Okay.
you make them citizens.
It was a 70-year
And you
anniversary of
gut
her
them of their
coronation.
wealth.
No, it's not the 70 years. She's dead. Doesn't count.
Ah,
I mean, I guess you could still celebrate the anniversary of her coronation,
Yeah.
but she's dead. There's no question, right?
I don't know, man. I'm leaning towards your conspiracy
saw
theory.
the
I thought
other
it was
one, though.
nuts at first, and
You
I
saw
got,
the other one they put up there, right? That one video of her running around really fast. Didn't move like the queen in the past.
what it had the legs of like Wile E. Coyote, like
you doing a Benny Hill impression?
Like it was.
Let's
Let's just say you see the queen walk around and how slow she
Ooh.
is. This one was like 3 to 4 times the speed and was very well aware. Like it could have been someone in a wig. It's very weird.
It was like a body double.
Yeah.
Which-
Which she probably
like-
has one.
Oh, she probably has plenty.
Yeah, I'm sure that she does.
Dwarf Saddam's amount.
Hey, do you like Failure?
The band?
Yeah.
The little I've heard, yeah, but I don't remember anything I've heard.
Sunday
from them.
Trees.
Oh,
We're green lighted for that.
Man,
Did I
I
tell
might
you?
be showed out. I just.
And
I
we're
don't- It has to for a band to come through. I really gotta
she's dead.
I just don't want to stand and watch bands anymore.
They're
getting
coming
hard
to
on the
trees.
back,
Can't stand it.
Ah.
I just don't want to stand in a venue and watch bands.
What
play,
about when
right?
you have to
It's
stand when you're
gotta
doing
be.
stand up? Can you stand that?
I don't
What if you
have
got
to
seats?
stand.
Like when we go
Yes.
see Pussifer at McFarland Auditorium, we're approved.
I
for
thought they're
that.
playing Bass Hall.
No, they're playing McFarland,
Where's was that
SMU.
SMU? I
SMU.
swear Pussifer is playing Bass Hall at some point.
Come to Bass Hall.
Dude, I'm not. Who am I to throw out those kind of insane?
There is someone playing at a weird venue for them that I saw, and we talked about the venue a while ago. I can't remember what it was. I was like, "That's cool."
Oh, it's in Austin. That's
not
where
it
I
then.
got confused. There's a
Oh,
Bass
okay.
concert
The Bass
hall in
Concert
Austin.
Hall in Austin. Okay, that
So
makes sense.
I was right
You were
to a
yes.
degree. and that's literally in a week. So
I
Our
got
Basses have a hall in Austin too.
I got an email. I got
motherfuckers are rich.
Yeah, I got an email I got to send to you.
Yeah.
That's a list of it's all the metal shows coming. Yeah, there's one on there we're definitely gonna
Have to go to.
Meshuggah.
Oh, I already got
Oh,
tickets to
is
that.
it the Torchy?
You'll see me there.
Torchy?
And you know what? I'm kind of like, well, fuck. As much as I wanted to see
Converge
Converge,
isn't on it though.
they're on
It's,
the first leg because they were
is
on the
it in-
original tour.
Yeah,
Who's-
it
Now they're
pisses
on
me off.
In Flames,
In Flames. That's what
which
I
I've
thought.
never seen.
They're good.
So I'm like,
And Flames is
Flames is
great.
good.
We
Yeah.
saw them
Fuck
last
it.
time at Granada.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
and they're great. I love
Yeah,
In
In Flames is a good show.
Yeah, I
love
had
me some
one or
Flames.
two of their albums at one point. So I'm like, you know what? I already bought the ticket, and I've
Yeah.
seen Meshuggah twice already. So
love
Soundtrack to your
Meshuggah.
scrape. Soundtrack
that's the one.
to your
That's the one I had.
escape.
And I
is
may have had
awesome.
Clayman, or I just listened to it on Spotify.
What's the Colony? Is that the one with
Yeah.
Cloud Connected on it? I
No,
love that song.
Soundtrack to Your Escape is the one. I think 'Cause that's the CD I had. I'll look
Okay.
it up on Spotify.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter.
They put out some good shit.
Yeah.
What I like
For
is that
sure.
how the singer sounds like if I could tolerate Jonathan Davis's voice, because he also has that little parts.
Oh yeah, that whiny stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it doesn't really annoy me like with once I grew out of I don't want to be like grew up and no grew out of like Korn just because
Yeah.
I'm like I can't stand it anymore.
You ever seen a new metal band that did a song about fish and infrastructure?
Huh?
I did.
I feel like this is leading somewhere.
I did too.
I did too. Just not too long ago. What did you want to do? There was one I needed to ask you.
Are we
about.
doing news?
Uh,
Breaking. So I think we could get Dan Bayless on now. Give him a few months to
Maybe.
drink heavily.
Meshuggah,
More than he.
In Flames, and Torchy.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in on that.
It's just Torch.
You don't like Torchy?
I love Torch. There was a time where
I
they
like
came through
Torchy.
DFW like 3 times in a
Torchy.
year.
Yeah.
It was right after right when
Did you ever see the other band?
Neanderthal came out. Floor? No. I haven't seen
Floor's
Floor?
awesome.
Well, because he was with Torch. He's touring with Torch all that fucking
Torchy.
time. So I never saw Floor. He never came through.
Yeah, they did. They played Dada,
Well,
and it was epic.
Whatever.
It was in between
My
one of the Torchy shows. Just gonna keep saying
Torchy.
this just
That's
to make
fine.
crazy. But yeah, it was. It was Wasp. Do you want to go see Wasp?
ew, no.
Oh no, it's the Melvins and they're playing Rubber Gloves.
No, Armored Saint, Wasp, and Michael Schechter.
Yeah. I'll go see that.
Okay.
But the Melvins are playing Rubber Gloves
They are.
in Danton.
I thought the Cannibal Corpse show was coming here, but it's not.
There's
Horrors
a-
is coming.
There's another
with
really
Capra.
badass
No, they
metal
ju- that
show that's
just
dodging
happened.
us.
Did it just happen? Did I miss the horse show?
Yeah, it was on Saturday.
That Lamb of
Oh,
God
it
tour
was.
looks like
Damn
it's
it.
skipping us.
No.
No, it's coming.
It's coming.
Is it?
with
Did
Kill
they add-
Switch and-
yeah, it was Kill Switch.
And someone Suicide Silence and someone.
Yeah.
Well, there's different openers.
That's they've
think-
done that tour. They've toured together before, right? Lamb of God and Kill Switch.
I thought they just did.
I thought they just.
I
did
thought they
too.
literally did like their last.
Well,
tour.
last time Lamb of God came through here, it was opening for Megadeth,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
and then they did they were on the Slayer shows too, right?
Yeah,
Maybe it was
I
that.
think on those final Slayer shows.
man, that'd be a good show.
I'm
to
thinking
see Lamb of
about
God and
seeing
Slayer.
that Lamb of God and Kill Switch.
Oh yeah,
shows, 'cause I
man,
haven't-
Kill Switch is awesome. I saw them at well, you did too, didn't you? The where was it? Chimera and Dragon Force.
Yeah.
When they called that venue the Palladium, it wasn't called
Southside Music.
Southside. Yeah, it was called the Palladium.
Hmm.
Man, that was a good metal show.
I haven't seen Kill Switch since I worked the FYE. Like people came and like got autographs, and it was Kill Switch along with like other bands like Shadows Fall was there. Ozfest.
Oh, Shadows Fall
sta-
might have been on that. one. Oh
Ozfest
no, Shadows
second
Fall was
stage.
Ozfest. That's
So
right.
this was like 2002 or 3. It's the last time I
Whatever
saw Kill
happened to
Switch.
Shadows Fall and Chimera? Like these badass
Yeah.
metal bands that just like, well, we're done.
Yeah, I guess Shadows Fall. I
okay,
do
yeah.
think reformed.
Oh, they
at a
did?
certain point. Yeah.
The entire. Okay, so it's the tour dates. Kill Switch is the entire tour.
yeah.
You have the option of Baroness,
That's it.
which won't
Baroness.
be here.
No, it won't be here.
Baroness
we have
ain't here. I think
Fit
we
for
have.
an Autopsy and somebody else.
Really?
All
I
these
think that's who
musical
we-
chair tours.
We have Kill Switch, Animals as leaders, and Fit for an Autopsy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool still.
We could have had
I
Motionless.
guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
you done with Motionless?
I've never like.
Oh, not
I'm kind
me.
of done with them.
I just
Have you
I
checked
just
out that
found out
Cirrhosis
about
or whatever
Fit for an Autopsy.
yet that I sent you?
The what?
That band that I sent you, that metal band, I sent it to
one?
Dave too. That Silosis,
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome.
it's pretty
man.
damn good. Yeah,
Are they
I
like
was a
really
big fan of that.
techie?
They're like
Yeah.
it's kind of an like an American metal sound.
Where are we at on time?
They're I think they're from the UK,
It's 9:22.
but it's
Okay.
good. It's good stuff.
So I want to get into a Netflix and chill segment here.
Netflix and chill.
Obi-Wan. You weren't here last week when we did the big talk about it, and now we've had 3 episodes instead of 2. And the 3rd episode was badass and a little heartbreaking and evil.
Yeah,
Have you are you caught
No.
up? Are you watching it?
No,
are you
but
gonna watch
just
it?
talk about it. I don't give a shit.
Are you? You're not a Star Wars guy, are you?
he keeps
Not
calling
so
it Star
much
Trek.
these days.
Yeah, he keeps calling it
I
Star
still haven't
Trek.
seen the 2nd season of Mandalorian, nor Boba Fett, nor have I seen any of this.
And you got some watching to do.
It's good.
You know what I'm watching now? I started a Veep over because I fucking
that's a
love
good
that
show.
I was
Veep is a
just
good
talking
show,
about that
man.
last
I
night
love that
because I
show.
watched the Letterman with
With her.
the season finale of
Hmm.
this season 4 or whatever is Julia Louis-Dreyfus,
Hmm.
and it's fucking like she's funny on it, but they keep talking about Veep, and I'm just like, that show was fantastic, except like I think when she took the break, her cancer break,
Hmm.
and they came back to finish it off,
Yeah.
I think it lost some steam.
Uh,
Like the writing got a little weird there towards the end. Have you finished it?
no, dude, we watched it when it came out new,
Okay.
and then like just maybe a year ago I watched it all again. But
I watched it all about a year ago.
now I
again.
was just like, you know,
It's
fuck it.
so fucking great.
Just all the,
and
the
funny.
fucking horrendous insults they have towards each other.
That's what
is-
I want. I want a supercut of insults.
God, there probably
has
plenty
to
of,
be
like,
one.
That's why I'm just watching the show because that is the show. There was one where she's in she's talking with the House Majority Leader and they're trying to come to, so she gets allergic to something, the House Majority Leader, and starts coughing and everything, and her daughter's having a 21st birthday and she's like, it's like, yeah, she's coming to the party to figure this out. So maybe she put a suit and tie on a fucking oxygen tank. It's just like, oh my God.
How long is this one?
Watch me, Otis, man. All right, you take the little pod, put the little pod in the fucking
yeah.
hole, shut the fucking lid, hit the fucking button for 2 fucking seconds. Oh, it's so easy.
Too quick, I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, next time, pack an espresso machine in your big fucking bitch bag.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I
God.
love Italian, Jonah, but still, unfortunately, really dislike you.
And in each of those, did he say, someone get this freak the fuck away from me?
What do you think of Dan? Oh, Dan is a shit.
I can't say no to you again, so I'm just going to,
Tuck your shirt in, okay? Your dick is
Wait.
hanging out of your pants.
I don't have time.
When she's angry, it's the best.
Dude, later, a couple few seasons in, Jonah has some of the best fucking lines. I love that guy.
Yeah.
He's such a piece of shit.
He
but
is
just
terrible.
yeah. There's a line, I'm just gonna wait till I get to it. There was something about like, it's like, Jonah, how you been? It's like kicking something about like I'm sucking or swallowing clits or something like that. It's such a fucking hilarious, dirty line. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait till it comes because I'm just gonna burn through the show anyways.
It's 30 minutes each episode. She talks about in her deal on the Letterman thing, like how fun Seinfeld was doing it because they were all
Yeah.
friends and how
Yeah,
great
yeah.
it was. And then she's like, and then Veep, and Veep was amazing because it's like just they all got along. And
powerhouse
you just come to
actors, too.
work and have fun.
She could say fuck.
Yeah, but Veep is fantastic. That's one of the
Yeah.
best shows on HBO to watch.
You know, I might run through that again. I need a positive, happy, funny show.
So Obi-Wan, you're caught up. What do you think?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't understand why people are bitching about it. Like
I do.
I haven't seen, like, everybody's bitching about this wokeness stuff. I haven't seen shit, man. It's just it's a good show to me.
So last week right as we wrapped up our show,
A lot of things go over my head though sometimes.
like I was like Matt and Chris were in here, and right after the show, we watched the little video that what the fuck, Obi-Wan, what the fuck is his name? I just went blank. Ian McGregor put out about
Ewan
Ewan McGregor
About all
about being
the-
racist and all the
yeah.
racist tweets and
I
stuff.
saw that.
Okay, anytime I think there's a black actor in anything, there's probably going to be
Some trolls that are
some
being
trolls, some racist
fucking
stuff that comes out,
dumbasses.
no matter what. Okay, but all the heavy tweets I saw were just about how terrible she is.
I don't think she's that bad, man. Do you?
her writing is like
they wrote
it's
bad
Star
lines
Wars
for her?
writing. Like there's bad lines.
It's like Star Wars, the animated series. If you ask me, that's why
Yeah,
she's
some of the
talking
writing.
like that.
Yeah, but
Or
in some of this,
they
like,
wrote it like that. I should say.
the way she acts a little bit's a little weird.
It hasn't bothered me enough to throw me off of the storyline.
And it hasn't me either. But I stumbled across. I talked about this I think last week. I was reading something about Obi-Wan going through there, and it was one of those pages. And I hate the way people are fucking doing this now. They don't warn you about spoilers. You're just reading along about something all
you
of a
actually
sudden.
read something?
And here's how it ends. And you're like, what the
motherfucker,
fuck?
dude?
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
you gotta be careful.
I stopped reading, but I'm pissed because they're like, yeah, a leaked ending is out, and we've seen it, and here's how it ends, type thing.
Fuck, man, that sucks.
Because they're talking about her, the
Yeah.
Reva character, and they're talking about what happens in the series, and I'm like, if that fucking happens, it's gonna piss me off.
I don't know. I'm
So
having
bad.
a good time watching it, and I think it's good. So I really like the way they're showing the beginnings of Darth Vader and the way they did that.
How you feel
It's
about
fucking awesome, man.
Hayden is actually in the Darth Vader costume.
I liked when I heard about that. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
Pretty cool. And man,
I'm glad he could come back and be like, all right, fine.
And
At
he
least I'm not the
wants to
kid.
do like a Vader spinoff at some point. He said he'd wear the costume for a Vader series.
That'd be cool.
But man, you talk about brutal.
I thought they were gonna do a Vader
This
series.
I don't know. They're all over the place what they're doing because Disney keeps canceling and
getting canceled.
new
and
stuff.
then
They just had
canceling
last week. They had, or maybe it was over Memorial Day weekend. They had Celebration in Anaheim, and that's the big Star Wars convention where they released a bunch of stuff and new trailers for all the new shows and stuff. And they ended up canceling, like, the Ryan Johnson series is done. You're not. He's not doing it.
It's Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, no, he was the good writer.
No, he wasn't.
Who was the? Who was?
He made
was the
Leah
shit-
send me the angel.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
no,
him.
fuck him.
Yeah.
What was the other thing he did though? He didn't do Star Trek. He did Didn't he do something before that we were like sucks?
He's done some good stuff, but he fucked up Star Wars.
That Send Me the Angel, man.
Didn't he do like half of? He did like episode 8 and then like half of 9, and they're kind of like, no, you fucked up 8 so bad. We're gonna correct as much as 9.
That's
as we
exactly
can.
what sucked about you felt like the last one was rushed because they had to fix everything that he fucked up.
Yeah.
He did Looper and he did Knives Out, and Knives Out 2 is coming, but Knives Out's great.
Oh, I thought he did some sci-fi stuff. Some
Yeah, probably 'cause that's an
besides-
original-
He did a bunch of Breaking
original
Bad
script.
episodes.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I remember him doing a bunch of Breaking Bad episodes. But I think what kind of pissed me off about this, though, is that Disney just kind of went on this rampage about saying that everybody was, if you criticize her acting or you
You're a
criticize
racist.
anything about her character or the
Just
way
like
she's
everything
acting,
else, you're a
racist.
racist.
Oh, that's been the playbook for
You're
you
a
know,
pure
the last 10
racist,
years
and they
about
turned
shit.
this around and started like attacking everybody.
Yeah.
That's racist. No, you're able to criticize someone for their acting. Now, if you go in there and say, a bunch of hate speech,
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
criticizing her acting, that's different. But there's a ton of people online,
Yeah.
and Disney just did the backlash. Like, all y'all that don't like the way she's being in this series, y'all are racist.
What'd you think about that
Which is
fucktard
bullshit.
that used to be on the Blue Jays that said that shit to what's his face a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, Josh Donaldson? No,
Yeah,
because he's
the
on
Jesse-
the Yankees
Yeah.
now. Used to,
Yeah.
yeah. So I without reading, I read the comments without reading the article. I read the comments. So that was so he said that to
I know
Tim
what he-
Anderson.
Right.
Do you know why he said that?
Yes, because
It's
Tim Anderson compared himself
to Jackie,
Jackie
Robinson.
Robinson.
And so that was like an inside thing. And so I'm like, and so I was just kind of like, you know what? I hate the Yankees anyways. That's been established, but I'm not going to.
Everybody, I was kind of the same way. I
and
was
I
like,
didn't-
everybody needs to take a deep breath and just fucking move on from this.
Yeah,
like I don't know if this was racist. He probably shouldn't have said that. I don't know if it was I think he was doing the inside
I'll chalk
joke
it up to
of,
probably shouldn't have said it, but here's the context where it's just kind of like, oh, even
Yeah.
he was probably like, dude, who you comparing? Okay, Jackie, like.
It's so funny.
And if you want, you can throw in a hilarious inside comedy room writer joke.
You totally
from Norm
could.
Macdonald. No, from Norm Macdonald. Have you heard about this one?
Uh-uh.
Where so Norm Macdonald wrote on Roseanne, and there was a a writer on there, and Norm points out that it was writer African American guy. That helps with the delivery of what this guy said. So the guy they're talking about like plots that they can go through. The guy was just like, how about this? How about like Roseanne has a twin sister, and Dan, thinks that's her, and he's like making out with Roseanne, but then like Roseanne comes home, and they're kind of like, well, maybe that's fine, but but there's also like Roseanne has a sister. There's Jackie, and the writer goes, who Jackie?
Oh yeah.
And so that's the story, Norm Macdonald story. That's
Yeah.
also been referenced twice in 30 Rock, which is also a show I can't stop rewatching. But
it's
I don't
weird
think
how
you
like
can
the
apply
Star
that
Wars
to
thing
this.
and like and this is all this weird war we need to have with,
you want
with
to turn all this
semantics
around?
now. It's like everybody wants to fucking
with 7, 8,
get-
9. This is how you turn it around. You say Star Wars is racist because they gave you this black character and this Asian character,
And
they
did nothing
totally
with them.
Fucked them.
Fuck
They
them.
totally
completely over.
fucked. I can't
Yeah.
remember either of their names
Mhm.
because I just don't care about that series anymore. But
Finn and Rose.
Yeah, Rose.
who was the guy's name?
Finn.
So they give you Finn. We're just kind of like, and he's just kind of like,
I liked his kid.
At
Man,
first,
his character's
they
awesome
built him up
too.
so big,
But then they
and
bury him, basically.
Yeah, they basically
buried
put him
him
back.
And then he's like, what? And then he's like, what's your? I want to tell you something. What was that thing you want to tell me? Oh, nothing. Like, he was gonna express love
Yeah.
for it.
No,
So-
he
and then-
wasn't.
or whatever. He still didn't.
He
still
was
didn't-
expressing that he feels the Force.
Yeah.
Oh, see, so they buried that.
They
evil,
totally
which
buried
would
that.
have given him a good
And
art. And then
They
Rose,
fucked over Lando too.
And
Well,
then-
fuck Rose. She was the worst
well,
character ever.
she was
Or one
bad,
of the
but
worst
also they're
characters.
kind of like an Asian woman, and then they completely were just like, we're done.
because she was terrible,
Yeah,
and they buried her in the last one.
they buried her. I understand why, but then the
Yeah.
Finn thing was just kind of like he was an afterthought after a point.
Finn in the
1.2
book
movies.
in the last one in the book, Finn does actually reveal that what he tells to Rey is that I feel the Force, and
Okay.
finds out he's Force sensitive. Like he can
It's
sense
not a
things.
romantic thing.
No, he can sense things. And then the other thing they fucked over, and they should have
sensed
done. I
his
have
boner
no
for her.
I have no idea why they didn't do this. Is her name's Jana? I think Jana. The one that comes riding up on Endor
Mm.
and is like joins them and goes and attacks, and then sits down next to Lando at the very end and is talking to Lando and like, I don't know who my parents are or whatever. Well, let's find them, or let's find out or
Yeah.
whatever. What the fuck he says in the book? They find out that she is his daughter.
Oh,
Lando's daughter.
Yeah, that she's Lando's daughter, and it's just I don't know why
That
they took all that
scoundrel
out.
that's on. Is she a scoundrel?
No,
Who is she? Again,
She-
I don't know if I know who you're talking about.
um,
She wasn't in. She was in
Jana-
Solo, right?
No, she's in the very last movie, The Rise of Skywalker.
Man, I can't remember.
When they go to the Endor, they crash the Millennium Falcon,
Uh-huh.
and they got to work on it.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
get
yeah,
it
yeah.
flying again, and the Death Star wreckage is there. And
Okay.
Rey goes walking through the Death Star wreckage
Yeah.
looking for the holocron. She rides
was
up with a
such a
tribe of people,
Mhm.
and they were all escapees from the Empire tried to enslave them,
Yeah.
and they escaped. Well, she
That's her.
was supposedly taken from Lando in the book, and she was supposed to be Lando's daughter. Like they made the
Hmm.
connection that, oh my God, it's the daughter that grew up, but they took that out of the movie.
I don't know.
And
if
what I don't get, real quick, what I don't get about all this wokeness and this
That's what I was gonna
people
say.
being racist about this is that some of the favorite characters in the Star Wars universe are black.
Yeah.
Mace, Windu,
Yeah.
Lando.
Yeah.
You got the Jana, Finn. So it's like no one. Star Wars fans aren't being racist. They're talking about acting that is not good.
I think Star Wars has too many
I don't-
goddamn humans.
I'm
I
starting
thought
to
you
think
were,
that
I thought
this
you
is
were in
gonna be
fucking
the deal.
space with all these alien races.
I don't
and
know.
You, keep
You watch
casting humans.
No, you
That's
watch
fucked
this the second episode of Kenobi when he
Yeah.
goes to whatever that planet is,
It's awesome.
and all the aliens that are there. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What's going on? What is that shark head thing walking around? It's like,
That's the genius of it. It makes you. It's familiar to where it could be in our galaxy,
See,
stuff
that's-
on our planet, but it's
Ahsoka.
mixed together. Yeah.
That's what I hate about like Star Wars.
Jango
Star
Fett,
Wars.
Boba
Okay.
Fett are black.
Well, okay, that's what I hate about like something like Star Wars. Not against like Star Wars itself, but how we have to cast humans that are in our reality into this sci-fi reality, and then and then people just bring in our fucking politics. That shit.
That's so
That's
stupid.
why I love The
man.
Expanse. even though the
same
Expanse,
shit. That's all humans.
well, no, that's what I love about the Expanse.
They don't
is
mess with the
that-
politics.
Well, they have their own politics.
The whole thing is politics.
True.
And the same thing can apply.
But it's
from the
it's
Expanse
sci-fi politics. It's
as
not
to
fucking,
Star Wars, even Star Trek.
It's not virtue signaling.
Humanity
Well,
has
that's Disney's
expanded.
fault.
You know, in the Expanse, it's in the solar system. Star Wars, at least half of that galaxy, because I'm throwing in the unknown regions. I know my Star Wars shit. I watch YouTube videos.
Past the outer rim.
Yeah. Well, not the outer rim, but like how. Anyways,
Past the outer rim.
whatever. And
Past
same
the
with
outer
Star
ridge
Trek.
of the
Humanity
anus.
has expanded and fucked
What?
each other. And the Expanse is great because they have to cast diverse people because that's just how the reality is.
Yeah.
Star Wars, they should have just started casting racially ambiguous people back when like Episode 1 came out or something. Well, which would be hard because you already had
4.
Obi-Wan. Well, I'm talking about 1. You know, not 4 because whatever. They just had to make something.
4, 5, and 6 were all based on World War II anyway.
Okay.
So it was all
Would you
against
guys-
Axis allies.
But then, like, even 7, 8, 9, start casting racially ambiguous people, and then you don't have any of these problems.
What
they did.
Yeah, they did
Mace.
that the whole. I thought they did that the whole time.
No,
actually.
he's one race. They have
Oh, I
to.
get
Everyone
you.
has to be mixed,
I
and
get
then
you.
you don't have any of these
All of us?
problems. No,
Well-
and if you have anything sci-fi with humans in
It's
it,
got to be mixed.
just make them all
Tamara.
as mixed as they can.
The guy that plays Django Fett.
What do y'all
There you
think
go.
about the
Perfect. Yeah.
opposite
Yeah.
complaint
And he
On
plays all the
the,
clone troopers too.
on
So-
the Top Gun movie
The royalties.
Maverick?
Like,
They're saying that it's not woke enough.
Well,
It's like
okay.
it's a silly.
so
It's a.
what I know of the movie, I haven't seen it yet, but what I know of
Yeah.
the movie is they don't openly disclose who the enemy is, but it's clear that it's Iran.
Oh really?
Like it's pretty clear because if you go through everything, like everybody's like, yeah, this is Iran. It looks like Iran. Everything sounds like Iran, and this military is stuff Iran would have, except for the Russian Su-57 or whatever the fuck it is, the new one.
It's just funny that politics is so intertwined now with Hollywood. Like it is at an
Why
all-time
can't we
high.
just-
Why can't we just watch movies like we used
Yeah,
to and not
who
give a fuck?
cares?
That's why we go to the movies, is to escape reality.
Oh, it's Star Wars though. We have to slip in a lesbian
No, we
kiss.
don't, man.
No, you don't. And you know what? I'm really tired.
I mean, you
if-
can if it follows the natural progression,
No,
but you don't
you
need to
have her-
force it.
No, no, no.
you
If
have a woman
Kenobi,
kiss an alien.
if I kid you not, if
There's
Kenobi
no-
And Anakin
ends,
or
if Kenobi ends the way that they have written in this little
What,
leak I saw,
Kenobi and Anakin love each other.
no, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I'm tired of.
What do you mean you're done? Wait. This is a profound statement you're making
I
here.
probably won't watch anything else. I'll watch Mandalorian, but I'm pissed because go back and look. All of a sudden, since Disney's bought,
It's been a shit show.
since Disney's
Back
bought,
and forth.
who's your main hero?
Mine?
No, who is the main hero of just about everything?
It's usually a female now.
There you go.
Yeah.
And come on, we can even it out. It doesn't always
Why
have
not
to be
just
females.
why not just follow good stories?
And everybody's like, well, it was always men in the beginning. Yeah, Princess Leia, I guess, had a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, she was a heroine in the first 3 movies. So come on,
maybe she did have a dick.
maybe she did. Speaking of dicks, have you seen Ricky Gervais's new
Yeah.
stand up?
I've heard it's good.
It's pretty fucking good. It's pretty good. It's getting slammed just like everything else is because it's
Of course, it's not woke
controversial. You're
enough or it's
talking
too
about
woke.
things. Yeah, because
It's like I don't fucking care. I
he
just
makes
wanna
the
laugh.
profound statement that he wants his females without dicks. I want to
Well,
be able
he-
to talk to a female without a cock. That's what he said.
Oh man, that's funny. I want to talk to a female without having a without the female having
He's like,
a,
if you're
a
gonna
penis.
become a, and his thing
and
is, the whole thing is like,
testicles.
if you're gonna be a female, just go through the whole thing.
Yeah,
Go through the whole process. You
Yeah.
don't have to have a cock.
don't confuse people.
And did you see Bill Burr put out Killers of Comedy or whatever?
Yeah, Friends Who Kill or something
Friends
like that.
Who Kill.
Yeah. I saw like an ad came up for me about that, and I'm like,
Uh-oh.
I don't like these big shows Netflix does that are like everybody gets 15 minutes.
yeah, I don't. That's,
And it's like
what can
everybody
you do with
puts their
15 minutes?
throwaway material in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not the good hardcore.
Everyone
He
at
does
that
get-
level does hours.
Does hours.
And so it's just like it's like their version of an EP. It's like
Yeah.
just who
And they're like, I'm not going to give away the shit that I do
you know
for
what
an
you just
hour.
did?
I'm
You
not
took
gonna do a joke in an
away
hour.
15 minutes for literally someone who doesn't have like a comma or 2 commas in their bank account.
It's all weak.
And then
That's what it is the whole
really?
time.
It's pretty weak stuff.
It's
like
him,
it's
Attell,
all-
and somebody
Attell
else.
and what's his name? Jeffrey Ross do the
Oh,
bumping
I'm
mics
over,
things.
I'm over Jeffrey Ross.
And God damn it, the loud, high pitched female. She did the dinner at the White House.
Oh, Michelle Wolf.
Yeah, Michelle Wolf's in it, and there's some like crazy woman in it. Like I've never seen her before, but she's like very body and out of control. Like it was
sorry?
like ugh. She's loud. I can't think of her name.
She's body and out of control.
Body. B-A-U-D-Y.
Yeah.
Body.
Body.
Yeah.
Body. Like,
Body.
Yeah.
body.
Body.
I don't know. It's
Body.
Like
I
they did
watched
back in
about
vaudeville.
3/4 of it, and I had to turn it off. It wasn't good.
Oh, really? Turned it off.
Yeah, I'll probably finish it at one time. Stephanie or Steph Tolive.
Oh, I just saw her on my Twitter because of the Bill Burr thing, and like her
I
Twitter.
don't know who you are talking about.
Jimmy
Twitter-
Carr's funny because he's just British and dry.
Yeah, he's
And
and
I
he
love
always
that.
has the
And
same
it's
kind
always-
of
yeah, it's the same funny shit.
same fucked up joke delivery that he's always
Yeah.
had.
Yeah, dark and funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the way I like my comedy.
And Ian Edwards is on
Fine.
there. That's where I stopped. Was at Ian Edwards. I was like, I've had enough. This isn't. These are guys just throwing. This is their material that they've half-assed written or they're working through, and it's
Yeah.
not solid.
oh, I fucking hate,
it's
dude.
bad.
My
Like,
buddy.
Attell and Ross. I don't even know why they did this.
Do you want me? Well, on instead of comedy at the top 1%, there's a bunch of bullshit. So
I want to watch the 1%.
my buddy, I know.
They're good.
Yeah, so does everybody else. And my buddy Tony Casillas, who's had a good run.
Former
Dallas
Dallas
Cowboy?
Cowboy.
No,
Does
no,
he have a band?
no.
Free reign?
He's like 10
Free
years younger than me.
supremacy.
Anyways,
Reign
Tony-
supremacy.
Tony has he was gone. and
Reign
opened up-
supremacist.
He's opened up at theaters for this one comic who I don't know. I don't even think you'll even know who he is. But not a bad gig. You're playing. He literally opened up for him at the Majestic. Playing theaters like
Yeah.
that. And so Tony, like the dude is at the right age. He has a degree in like photography or radio, television, film. So he's really at that point. He's young. He understands the internet and how to do that comedy wise. Clips out the wazoo. The dude
Degree in photography means nothing.
Well,
So it's the radio,
I
television,
don't know
and
if it's,
film.
okay. I think it's
Radio,
I think it's an RTF degree. He is a professional photographer. Anyway,
I was just thinking. I was like,
Neither one of us mean anything.
that aside, all that
It
aside,
means you can start a
two
podcast
examples.
in your backyard.
he got
and play like you're on
he,
a radio.
he tweeted this. And what sucks is I love hearing this shit, but I hate that people leave out names and like proper nouns. He goes, had a club reach out to me and offer me $100 to headline their club for 2 nights. They sell tickets between $15 and $20.
$100 a night.
I'm not sure if it was $100 a night or for the 2 nights. Either
Damn.
way, fuck that.
Whoa.
When I asked them, that won't cover the gas for the 8-hour drive, and if we could do $350 just so I can break even, they emailed me this quote: "I understand if this ceases the compensation conversation at this time, but if there's any other compensation you'd consider, please let us know. All of that aside, if there's anything we can ever do to support you in your comedy journey, please let us know. We're all still big Tony fans, rooting for your continued success." It's like, what?
What does that mean?
But we're
I
not going to
don't
give you the $250 that you
fucking
need
know.
Yeah.
to stay afloat.
Were they going to give him a room?
I don't know. It's like, what does that even mean? Like, besides, we'll do shit that costs money. We'll do that.
How
But we're
many
not
did
just
the
won't
club seat?
give you money? I don't know. Like,
We don't
that's-
want to just.
I don't
give
know.
you
That's the thing is,
money.
I don't know what club he's talking about.
But like 15 to 20.
And I'll assume it's
a
in
ticket.
8 hours in the direction. No, he lives in Austin, so it's 8 hours from Austin in whatever direction. I don't know, fucking Oklahoma,
That
Louisiana.
doesn't seem like much to ask for, really.
Right?
Like
Really
that
doesn't.
still seems like you're swinging low for 350.
Dude, I did a show at Hyenas on Thursday.
You drove
and-
all the way there?
Yeah,
That's a
to
long
Da-
way. So
yeah,
you
30
drove-
minutes to
yeah,
Dallas.
30
yeah.
minutes to Dallas.
So I got paid $50 for the show. I just assumed I would get 1 or 2 of my drinks free. But
No.
I got 3 drinks, Jameson and Sprite. I got charged for all of them. They came to $30. I'm just like, and I was like, whatever, here you go. And I'm the tip the waist. I tipped the wait staff 10, and so
You made $10.
I made $10.
So, is that not a common thing to have?
It should
a
be
drink,
bar minimum.
open drinks for comics, because that seems like
only
that
thing
would
you
be-
should not get compensated for is a guest spot, because it's you're thrown in last minute. You might know the booker, someone's
Yeah.
on the show helps you out, get you a guest spot. That no compensation. You are a guest spot. Besides that, bare minimum, unless it's very clearly communicated, you should hopefully get like gas money and 1 or 2 free drinks. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing I've had at Laugh Your Mask Off was my openers, bare minimum, $10 each, 2 free drinks, or maybe Wells domestics, whatever. That's minimum wage, and that's
should
still
be-
shitty via a club. Like
Unless you pay in a QP of weed, then
I
I'd be okay
guess,
with
but,
that.
dude.
I'd
Just
be-
and the thing
the
is,
old days of paying in Coke.
and
Coke is okay.
The
We'll take
common
it.
thing
See what we can do with
has
this.
been that feature pay for comics. Doing 2025 before the headliner. Apparently there's no like hardcore economic paper about this, but the gist
You
in
should
the
write
comedy
one.
community, I don't care, has been that feature pay has not gone up in like 15 or 20 years or something like that, because you're still getting paid dick. But like
You should go on Gordo's Twitch stream and yell about it and
to Gordon.
attack Cumulus.
you know what shit show I did do a couple weeks ago. My buddy Wes, he
Well,
dropped
Gordon's-
out of
his show's not a shit show.
headlining show in Granbury.
Sorry, Gordon.
So he asked me to fill in to headline the show.
We're at Granbury.
It's called Diamond D's. It's a pool hall. Yeah, all right.
In Granbury?
Not even on the lake. It had a very frog mosquito-filled pond in the back.
I was thinking Diamond Jacks
oh
or
my
something. That's
Lord.
over in
So,
Grand Prairie. Isn't
He
it?
asked me to fill in
Something like
to
that.
headline, do 30 minutes for $100, and I'm just like, you know what, cool. I happen to have that night off from work, anyways. I was just like, you know what, cool. I can, instead of doing nothing, I'll make $100. Drive to Granbury. It's about an hour 15 away from me, and I show up there. So in the past couple of shows they've had there, they said there's been about 60, 70 people. I'm like, all right, cool. Definitely not. There's
60 or
about,
70
There's
people?
about 6 to 7 people that paid for this one. So I get the show's supposed to start at 9. I do 30 minutes, get $100. There's the Mavericks. Was it game 2 against
Oh,
the
man.
Warriors that night? But then again, that can only prevent so many people from coming out to a supposedly good show. And so the guy that's booking there, and I've been there before, where you're like, you got this show, but I'm not trying to do a fucking show in Granbury. I'm doing a show where people live. And so I'm there, 9:15, 9:30, we're watching the game. It's kind of going to, we're going to start the show at 10:30. It's like, okay. And then I hear from the guy that's hosting it, he's like, I'm going to try to get you some gas money. I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah. So I walk away and I hit up my buddy Wes, who I'm replacing. So I'm just like, yeah, this is how this is going so far. And then
gas money.
And then they come back with, and then the guy that hosts, a guy named Jacob, he comes up. He's like, all right, so what we're gonna do, we're just cutting a bunch of people's time, because apparently bars in Hood County, I didn't realize what county I was in.
Well, that's
when
edgy.
when they close.
Very
Midnight.
dicey.
Yeah,
now.
midnight.
Very
That's
dicey.
right.
Very
So-
dicey.
It's gonna, so instead of the 130 minutes, show starts at 9, we're gonna start show at 10:30. I'm gonna do 15 and get paid 60. Okay, fine, whatever. I still text my buddy Wes. I'm like, this is what it is now. I go up there in front of like 5, 6 people, and I'm throwing in 1 or 2 of the comics too, and it's terrible. The stage is oddly, at first there's all these disco lights going on.
Should have kept those.
All these disco lights
blazing.
going on. This place has a proper stage and PA system, by the way. Like, bands play here. And I'm like, and then the
Like
guy
U2?
running it, who's this like dumbass dude that I would see at Sunshine in Arlington, this guy named Shane, who would always talk about being on MTV back in the day. He's there. Apparently he lives in Granbury and runs sound. I'll see this piece of shit. And so I asked him when the show starts.
My
I'm
mama
like,
says
hey,
I look like Troy
can you-
Aikman.
Can you get rid of the disco lights? It's kind of distracting. I know
No.
nobody's here, but can
Mm-mm.
and then so he finally figures that out to go to a very hard spotlight with like complete shadows surrounding it. Like you're in a fucking vaudeville play. and it just lights people up from like the stomach up, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it's my buddy Wes, to his credit, he Venmoed me the $40 that I was missing out.
Oh, really?
And then,
That's cool of him.
And then, so this guy named Justin, he's I met him out in Fort Worth. He came to a few of my shows at Mass. He's got like this red beard, curly Q mustache. He has an African American wife, and they just had a baby. He just moved out to
Congratulations, Justin.
So he talks about this speakeasy.
From our home to yours.
He talks about a speakeasy that he went to last week that we would all be totally cool going there and possibly doing more stand-up there. And I'm sitting there like, oh, okay, that's speakeasy. All right, that sounds kind of, all right, yeah, I'm here anyways in fucking Granbury. Let's maybe do that.
This is an amazing story.
And then I kind of think about, I'm like, I gotta work tomorrow. I have to leave at 9:30 tomorrow a.m. And I'm like, you know what? After the show, I'm like, I just need to go home and get as much sleep as I can because I don't want to be fucking wiped for tomorrow. I got to work like 9 hours the
You
next day.
big timed him?
It was fucking speakeasy. I got my
Damn,
man.
So
as I'm leaving,
sorry,
I tell this
Ron
other comic
Breckenridge
Matt
fans.
I'm like, hey, I'm bowing out of the speakeasy. I got to go home. I got to get some sleep, whatever. And that guy Justin like calls me as I'm leaving. I'm like, dude, I got to go home and get some sleep. All right, cool. And so I hit my buddy up the next day. I'm like, hey, how was that speakeasy? I go, how's the speakeasy? He messages back, literal KKK clubhouse.
Holy shit.
So then I inform him. I go,
it was in Hood
I go,
County.
did you say cool place, Justin? Very sarcastically. And he kind of understands. He goes,
how's Hood County get away with that?
And I go,
by the way?
or did you say, hey, Justin, cool place. You should bring your wife here. And then Matt goes, he goes, is his wife not white? And I go, LOL, nope. I'm like, oh my God. And so that's Granbury. And
yeah, there's still a lot of that going on down that way.
yeah, right.
A lot of people.
And the bartender even asked me if I was if I brought people to the show. I'm just like,
yeah, I promoted the shit out of this one.
No, first of all, I'm replacing the headliner like as of like 4 days ago. So one, no. Also, I don't even live in the county next to this county. So no, I'm not bringing anybody.
I'm not even a neighbor county.
This is on you, being in bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah, are any of your friends coming?
You're the bartender.
You're the bartender. This is your bar, and there's
really
6 people in
shitty one,
here
I
on a
might add.
weekend.
And
well, there's always carpet bombing, you know.
Comedy.
We can load it up. I got the phone number.
prop
we can
engine.
call right over there.
The cool thing I did make.
Oh, we're going B-52.
I did the Childerberg thing. That was
engines.
actually cool.
You did what?
I actually got paid $250 for that, plus an Airbnb.
Oh, hell yeah,
So
man.
that was fun. That was a
Was
thing
the
I was
Airbnb
doing
cool?
in
Down there?
Spicewood. Airbnb was fucking weird.
Do they
It
put
was the
porns in
smallest-
between the mattresses and the beds like they do at hotels?
I didn't snoop around too much.
Damn.
It was Airbnb where you could have, if you stumbled in drunk to that Airbnb, you could have killed yourself in multiple ways. Because there was literally 2 steps
The
to the
guillotine
bed.
on
Like,
the doorway.
there was a metal spiral staircase that I literally had to put my arms up to walk up because it was that fucking skinny.
Yeah.
You know, I was just like, what is this fucking? It was a fun house minus the fun. It was just, it was weird. But luckily, I didn't have to pay for it. I just slept in a bed.
Yeah.
You know, slept in like a queen size bed, so fine by me. And I got to see deer. That was nice.
You saw some deer?
Did you
Literally
see,
out of our
did
window.
you see some of our deer?
white-tailed
Some of the
deer.
white-tailed
Some of our
Those are my
white-tails.
sisters.
I saw
and
that
brothers.
the Mule Shoe
I
Bend.
love them.
They do camp. They do
They're part of me.
campgrounds.
They're part of Texas.
Every year
Just to
there.
hang out.
I'm part of Texas.
This is
And them
all
deers are
Texas.
part of
Our
Texas.
deers are Texas. I want to play a game.
Okay, let's play.
All right.
I got a headache, man. We got to wrap this thing up.
This is the last thing I want to do.
All right.
I did have another story if you want me to run through it real quick.
Sure, if you want to. Is this the
Do you want-
game or the story?
There's a game and a story.
Which one do you want to do first?
Well, one is the Clinton body count.
Oh, did it raise?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
A lot.
Like in the last week?
Let's say the last 2 weeks.
Dang, man.
The other
That's
one
crazy.
is the pride flag.
It's out of control at this point, man.
But do you know what the colors mean?
Some of them.
Okay. You do, huh?
Mhm.
What does red mean?
Oh, I don't know it. Let me think.
This is for you too.
Period havers.
Ding-a-ling.
Period havers.
No.
Sorry, I'm booking a show. I'm replacing a comic on my show.
What is it?
Oh.
Continue.
Red on the pride flag.
It's a period.
What
period
it
havers.
What's it mean?
The blood of the people
Potheads.
for I'm going off this website. The Geography Now, this YouTube channel, it's like
The
every
blood of
country-
the innocents.
the blood of the people
No,
that built the country.
please.
That's apparently what the
Yeah.
color red means in like
Is
every
it?
country's
Is that what
flag.
it is?
Life.
What?
It means life.
Oh, okay.
Orange.
Orange. I'm gonna
Rays
say
of like the sun. Or that's yellow.
into carrots, in a anal way.
Healing. You're not taking this very seriously.
No, dude.
Yellow.
The sun,
What do you think it?
sunshine,
No, you went to
means-
yellow party
the dawning of a
No.
new day. I don't know.
or lemon party or whatever the
So
hell
no-
it is.
Golden
was it?
showers.
Sunlight.
You're in the golden
Hey, I
showers.
was right. I said
You're
the
right,
rays-
sunlight.
Okay, good.
So if if life, healing, and sunlight are your first three, you should be able to figure out the rest of these. Green,
The earth.
Weed.
close. Nature, I guess
Nature.
close to
Okay.
both. Nature.
Yeah.
Blue,
Sky.
The water.
Water.
serenity.
Oh,
Serenity.
it is a serene color. That's not
Do-do-do-do-do.
Purple,
No, that's Felicity.
violet,
Violence.
Gay.
purple, violet. Same thing.
Purple's royalty.
Uh,
That's the
purple-
traditional
This one you
meaning
won't
of
get.
purple.
Love for Grimace.
Spirit,
Okay.
It's genius.
love for grimace. Black,
Love for Metallica's fifth album.
Space. The universe.
people of color. Brown,
Other people of color.
you're right.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Black and brown are both people of color.
When black people are actually brown and there's no actual black people because black is the it's, I understand that. It's like you have like these are black people.
Continue
You're like,
this.
all right, those are brown people. It's like,
Hang yourself here.
but
Let's
they're
see, this
they're
is fun.
brown too.
This is fun.
This is fun.
Just a different
Let us wrap
shade.
this noose around your neck.
It's not.
Light blue.
That's Mudvayne, by
Light-
the way.
Light blue. Let me. Agnes. When
called-
are we gonna get to see them?
It's called digging yourself a hole. Yeah, that's
When are we supposed to see them? Oh, with Rob Zombie at Dickies.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
interested.
I want to go see that. Light blue.
the
Into
sky.
Baby Boys.
Close. Traditional masculine,
Okay.
which means light pink is what?
Traditional feminism.
There you go. White.
Whoa. Sir, I don't think that's on the flag.
It is. White is on the flag.
Let's see. I know it's
Supremacy.
not white.
Heaven.
Is that the name of Columbo's band?
Free reign.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go with heaven too. Addiction or not
No.
addiction. Love for or affection for heaven.
Intersex, transitioning, neutral, or undefined gender. That's what white is. Thanks to New Belgium, who
The
posted
beer?
this on the beer website posted this today with the whole rundown. I wasn't aware of some of them.
So that crazy flag that's been going around on the interwebs is the new flag. Like they're not the pride flag. That's
With-
it.
with the
That's the new
triangle
one.
on the
yeah,
side,
the
the
triangles and all
triangle,
that. Man,
and it seems like every year more colors are added.
and more companies are like. I don't. If I was a gay man, I would be so offended with the way that people just like all these corporations are just exploiting.
Well, that's what
Just like, oh hey, we care about you now.
they're calling rainbow whitewashing.
Yeah.
What is rainbow washing? It's these companies picking up
Yeah.
and pretending like.
And what's funny is
Well,
every
we
year
support
it's just
you.
for the month of June. It doesn't.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it stayed permanently, they're kind of like, well, shit.
Very
That's
offensive to people.
that can't be our permanent
I
logo.
don't see any Ukraine flags anymore on people's profiles. I
Oh,
just
that's
see rainbows
gone,
now.
man.
No,
Yeah, we
Twitter
forgot
they
about
just
that.
stick them in the like not your handle that's permanent, but your name that you can change and
Yeah.
mess
Oh
with
yeah,
all
you
the
can put them in
time.
there. The
Or maybe the bios too. I don't fucking. I don't
our friend Sosa posted a thing the other day that was all these major U.S. corporations
Yeah.
that made their logos rainbow or whatever, and then their foreign accounts, like Middle Eastern accounts,
Middle Eastern.
are all the
That-
same. There's
Yeah.
no rainbow to
no
be found.
rainbows on those.
And that's like what rainbow washing is.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I would, like I said, I would find it a very offensive too. That would annoy the shit out of me.
So do you want to hear about the Clinton body count?
Sure.
What's it up to now?
Was that the game?
That was the game. I was just seeing if y'all knew
fucking-
what these colors were.
That was a terrible game.
Do you want me to pull another one out of my ass?
I thought we were gonna play knock knock or something. Wait, that's a joke. I have a very bad headache. Like this is turning into a migraine.
I can't open my eyeball over here.
I'm gonna have to go to the strip club and get the nipple massage on my eyeball.
I need that too.
Yeah, it feels good.
Just not from the strip club.
For me?
I'm just gonna.
Do you want me to do it real quick?
Yeah, if you'll rub your nipple against my eyeball.
Would you stay in here if I did that? If I
What?
started rubbing my nipple on his
Shit.
eyeball because he had a headache? Or would you leave us alone?
I'd probably just look at my phone.
You guys hungry? When you are done? Yeah. The nipple
Whoa.
massage to the eyeball feels really well. What?
Jesus.
We just got bombed
What's it say?
on our chat. The N word real big.
Oh, man.
That guy is
They
bored.
got reported.
Should have gotten reported. Who is? Does it say who it is?
Someone named I'm So Bored.
Oh, my gosh, man.
Jesus. Thanks, guys, for reporting it. I just got a bunch of text messages.
And we're
saying
sorry about
they're
that.
Reporting it stuff. All right, so Bill Clinton.
Fuck, man. Can we delete that? So it's not even up there?
I think I can. Let me see here. Let me see what I can do. Yep. Here.
Get that shit off there, man.
As fuck. You know what? I can also do this. Watch this. I can put them in timeout. I don't even know what that means.
All right.
All right.
All right. All right.
Oh no, we'll just hide them. Bam, you're gone. See you. Peace.
You're-
You're out of here. Whoever
Man,
fuck you are.
that's the first time in a while we've had to kick someone out.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Been a long time.
Been a long time.
So there's this guy named Mark Middleton, and what he was,
Hey,
he was a special advisor to Bill Clinton
Ganked that
during.
straight from the ticket. I
Yeah.
love it when they do
Hey,
that.
guys.
Hey, guys.
I like when they say somebody's like something that should be someone's name.
Yeah, and it's,
And they're like,
yeah, I know, man.
That
That's
one cracks me
genius.
up. That is genius.
The
So-
morning show is the best thing going right now.
Which that was said in the Twitch stream was like, if the morning show goes, the station's gone.
I'm done. I will be done.
Yeah.
The morning, if any three of those dudes quit,
Well,
I'm out of here.
And Mike Soroy was kind of like, if Gordon leaves, the station's done.
Yeah, I'm done too.
So Mark Middleton.
Would like to get Gordon on the show though.
We probably could now. He fired up his Twitch. We can just do it remotely.
Hey guys.
I'm shocked a
Hey,
lot
guys.
of sports radio
Hey,
still.
guys.
I mean, hell, they already lost ESPN, but that was ESPN radio.
They're fixing to
ESPN's
lose all of ESPN.
So what?
Yeah, all of ESPN is doing terrible.
Oh,
What,
I
is
know.
Disney about to give him
Yeah.
the boot?
There's talk of
Oh,
it.
that's
that
right,
ESPN
Disney
might be
owns-
shutting down.
It's because no one gives a shit about sports anymore.
Not really.
I mean,
It's
just
like-
unless you just want to watch the game, but then you just watch it wherever it's playing.
yeah,
Who gives a shit?
You know what I've watched more of
No
this
one
year
watched all these
is
breakdown
stuff
bullshit.
that I've never watched hardcore before, like F1.
And if you
Well,
want,
I used to watch F1
and if you
hardcore when I was
want,
younger.
if you want like a sports breakdown, you go to, like the Pat McAfee show, where they can cuss and
Yeah.
they have like, oh hey, look, we
Or
got this guest
you
that
get
you're like, good
the
guest.
Barstool opinion.
Yeah,
The Barstool opinions are more realistic
Yeah.
because they don't give a shit. And they'll
Yeah.
just say whatever they want. They, don't have to suck
have any-
up to any local
They
teams.
have no Disney masters to appease, no,
No.
network censors, and then they can cuss, which makes them relatable. And Pat McAfee's
Hey.
there just standing and yelling, and you're kind of like, you know what? That's what we do at the bar, but they actually know what they're talking about.
If
and
we
they have
do-
experience in this situation.
If down the road, if things happen where we're doing this,
You're being very cryptic, sir.
I have to be.
Yeah.
But if we start doing this,
I do too now, apparently.
You're in the cult. Regularly, if we start doing this regularly, more than just on a Tuesday,
We're gonna throw sports sections
we're
in.
gonna have a full-on sports show.
Oh
Can-
yeah,
can
I
I
probably
be
would.
Can I be a Rangers guy?
Yeah, you
I
can
will.
do that.
I will carve out time to talk to.
I could have you write Ranger stuff right now.
Ooh.
If
It's
you wanted
hard for me to
for
be
Blitz Weekly.
non-biased though, man, on sports shit. Like I'll fucking get heated. Like I
That's
almost got a
fine.
tattoo on my fucking face.
Well, that's
A
fine.
Philadelphia Eagles tattoo
But
on
that's
my
what's
face.
realistic. None of this stupid. No one likes ESPN because everybody has to remain neutral on everything.
Yeah, true.
People want to hear
You
the
think there's a
Barstool
niche?
thing where people are
It's a
passionate about
niche.
things.
Yeah, it's still there. It's something
Or
that people.
The Dan Patrick stuff where they're passionate about their teams.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Damn, Rich Eisen show. Like I will
Yeah.
watch clips from that just because I'm like, hey, it's Rich Eisen, and he's like dad. He's
But you
Yeah.
know, and he has a lot of cool people on there that
Yeah,
will just come
great
on there and
guests.
just talk and say whatever they want. Like there's no filter.
He's got that Rich Eisen voice. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Hi, I'm Rich Eisen. Speaking of which, Colorado
he
Avalanche.
knows what he's doing. on
Colorado
there.
Avalanche.
Yep.
Colorado Avalanche.
Going-
In
I
the
watched,
Stanley Cup
actually
Finals
watched some of that game, or most of it.
when
yeah.
they swept Edmonton.
Yeah,
This
and,
is when I roll my eyes.
I just generally,
'cause I'm a Stars fan.
I just
and this
generally-
this happens every once in
I
a while.
take the Adam Carolla
Every-
position of fuck Canadian hockey.
Every few
teams.
years, I got to deal with this Avalanche, man.
My other team.
Oh,
Which
are they your
he's
other
not
team?
lying.
Oh, okay.
You're not
team.
lying. You've always. I'll,
Yeah.
I'll give credit where credit's due. The Stars can be doing badass, and he's gonna wear both. He'll
I'll
wear
wear 'em
both
both.
sweaters. He'll
I'll
wear
wear 'em
the
both.
Crazy
he'll wear
'cause they're in the same
Avalanche sweater
division,
and,
right?
and the
That's the
Stars.
That's bold.
They used to not be,
And
then
it annoys
they
the
were on
fuck
now.
out of
Oh,
me.
okay.
But this goes back to them being Whalers, you know, and when you have Patrick Waugh and Adam
Okay.
Deadmarsh and Joe Sakic, and they were badass.
Man, I
And
actually
they
recall like two of those names.
Fucking
Yeah.
got beat by the Dallas Stars.
I do.
They did.
I respect the
And I
fuck out of
respect that.
hockey now that I can see, like, one replays, high definition replays, to where they do it and they
You can
slow
see
it
it.
down with each.
Yeah.
Each time they slow it down a little bit more, and I can see. And I talked to my buddy Seth, who grew up playing hockey, and I hung out with him in Austin. I was like, dude, the thing that blows my fucking mind about hockey is how they can direct the fucking puck. Like, this guy shoots it 90 something miles an hour,
It's
and this
weed, man.
dude just directs it into, like, it's going this way. He directs it a little bit, not directs it and fucks it up and goes the other way.
I'm telling you, man,
Not,
it's marijuana.
It's going this way or that way. It is, he directs it to where the goalie is like, think it's coming this way, but it goes just like a few more degrees a different direction. And I'm like, how the fuck did that guy
Marijuana.
get,
Lots of marijuana.
They're all podheads.
what, hockey guys are?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I
Hey,
see that I didn't
And
know.
They are fired up on the ice, but they're the most chilled and laid back.
Yeah, when you
and
go out with them,
niceable
And a
guys.
lot of them listen to extreme fucking metal too, which I like.
they're all metalheads.
So,
yeah,
A lot of
most
them know that
You
good
wanna hear
shit
something
from
crazy, man?
Norway.
In
You want to hear something
Finland,
crazy?
yeah.
I play F1 better when I'm ripped. That's scary. I'm better at that video game when
you're
I'm just
ripped.
completely
Now-
ripped.
Do hockey players play stoned?
Yeah,
or
man.
You think they do? Or
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't like.
Just
I
like
don't know.
NBA.
I don't know what their
They've
drug
never
policy
had
is
a,
now.
they've never had a marijuana policy, have they?
I don't know.
I know
Everyone
Cody-
that I know that's hung out in that circle of people, like I used to work with a buddy that was on the practice, like would practice with the Stars, like in their, I guess, unofficial practices that they did, and he was a fucking mate. He was always stoned, and he
Yeah.
said the same thing. He's like, everybody's ripped, man. Everybody smokes weed in the NHL,
comic buddy of mine. He is,
and he was just like you said too, really cool. Like some dick, like fraternity guy, frat daddy could come, stumbling into our table drunk, and he'd be like, look at this guy.
Oh, here you go. You ready for this? This is Hockey Stance. You ready?
Yeah.
And it hasn't changed. This is from 2018. It says, it's not on the list of banned substances for pro hockey players because it's not considered a performance enhancing.
Yeah.
But they are tested for THC and they receive a stern dressing down from
Yeah.
league
They
officials
get like a
if they
note.
fail a screening.
Hey, you might no, and they also say, hey, if you need some help, if you're
Yeah,
trying to
it's one of
quit,
those.
it'll say that too.
baseball players too. Comic buddy of mine. He's a personal assistant of a former Texas Ranger.
I thought they couldn't even drink energy drinks though.
Huh?
I thought
he's
baseball
like,
players
dude,
couldn't even
a
drink
lot, like,
energy
MLB has a they don't give a shit about.
I guess
weed
that's
either.
considered an enhancer though, an energy drink.
Yeah. But I thought they could. I've seen them drinking stuff.
I don't think so, man. I think that
I've seen Formula One racers drink Red Bull.
yeah.
They better be able to.
See,
If it's plastered on the side of their fucking
when the
car.
NASCAR drinks those huge ass
Mountain
monsters.
Dews? Yeah,
And Mountain
Monsters
Dews.
and Mountain Dews.
Monster Dews.
I'm all hyped up, baby. Let's race
Coming
this
at you
race.
like a spider monkey.
All right, so Bill Clinton
Yes.
had a
I'm
special
here.
advisor named Mark Middleton.
Hey,
Oh,
Mark-
this is the guy that
Mark Middleton.
died.
I remember that dude.
One of the things Mark Middleton
He
did,
fucked
and
my
he's known
wife.
for, is that he's the one who introduced Clinton
Epstein.
to Epstein
Oh wow.
and cemented their relationship. And he's been known to be on the Lolita Express
Okay.
up to at least 17 times,
Good gosh, man.
flying back and forth. Okay, so
6 feet under now, huh?
he was found. Okay, so he's
Let me guess. He committed suicide.
let me tell you how this got started. He was an air conditioner salesman up in Little Rock, and when Clinton became president, him and Clinton were friends. Clinton made him his special advisor. Okay, well, he went back to Little Rock and was living his life, and they found him. I want to read this exactly how it said. His cause of death has not been confirmed because it looks to the set where he was is a complete mystery. He was on someone else's farm, drug a table out there with him to make his own gallows, took a green electric cord, and this is a big player, the green electrical cord, tied it up around a tree and hung himself on someone else's farm.
Dang.
And like what? Kick the table out from
And
underneath
kick the
them
table out from
Did the old what's the prison movie where the guy's rocking on the he had the pet mouse or something in what is it, Shawshank?
Shawshank.
Yeah.
So if that's not weird that he
It's pretty weird.
carried a, and they say
How'd
it
you like
wasn't
to
a
wake up to
small
that?
Let's
table.
assume he had his own farm.
No, this was somebody else's farm.
Just
Yeah.
somebody else's property.
Somebody's
I'm
farm.
gonna go water the
Somebody
biscuits.
else's farm. And well, it sounds like
Mhm.
he's got a farm of his own. That he's just like, I don't want to soil it. I don't want to haunt my own farm. You know?
And what they say it was
Let me
a,
haunt my neighbors forever.
Yeah. Fuck
was-
that guy.
it was a green cheap dollar store type extension cord that was wrapped around his neck after trespassing on a farm
Help you
with a table to
That moves
construct
around, don't
makeshift
have to-
gallows.
That mate, help you out.
Is this just all mud vein tonight?
dollar store extension cord around. Guys, that lyric sucks. Can we just
We're gonna shorten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's change to Glock. That's simple. I can say that. I can scream that.
So, a few weeks before he was found hung,
Oh, there's more.
he had met with this girl, this lady named Ashley Haynes. She's 47. Okay.
Would you?
And she had come out and said she has a bunch of stuff against the Clintons that link them to Epstein.
I have
Has a
evidence
whole
that-
bunch of documents.
You better be.
Yeah, I would
watch
not
it,
say
man.
that live.
Yeah.
I'm only bringing this up because I'm scared.
Look me up. I'm not important.
There was a podcast triple suicide today in Fort Worth, Texas.
They were all hung by green extension cords. So
with Mudvayne playing.
she had met with Mark Middleton to say, "Hey, I've got all this stuff. I'm going to come
That's
out
all
with
she
it."
did.
She went and had a meeting with him,
Yeah.
and a
Yep.
few days after that, disappeared. Left a note on the counter that says, "Hey, I'm going out for a run.
Never came back.
Love you guys." Disappeared. They couldn't find her. Looked for her body everywhere, and it took a few weeks, but her body finally came up. She was tied with a green extension cord
Oh man.
to a concrete cinder in the bottom of a lake
Ugh.
there in the Arkansas River. It says she was found drowned in the Arkansas River with an extension cord knotted to her ankle and attached to a concrete block. The same type of extension cord that was used in Mark Middleton's quote-unquote
Why would
suicide.
she tell him what she was going to do? That's what is interesting.
They had worked together and were friends. And
Okay. Is it what? Because he's a lawyer. She's just like, I'm gonna go to the press. Like, I'm just gonna run this by you or something. She could go to
It's
a
weird.
very non-Clinton connected. She could find a non-Clinton even a Clinton. This is what if you.
I think it's Clinton, not Clinton.
Oh,
I
shut
don't
up.
think it's Clinton.
It's Clinton.
I'm quoting George
Clint.
Carlin. Okay, so
No,
shut
it's
up.
Clinton.
Clinton.
If anything, you call up Tom Fitton of Judicial Watch, be like, "Hey, fly me out. I got some shit I'd like to show you," and he'd be like, "I'm coming to you. All right." like, oh shit, they already tapped this. Never mind. Bye.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
Go to
That's
some
crazy.
go
man.
to an
How about if you know
adversarial
something about the
legal
Clintons,
team.
you just keep your mouth shut so you don't get killed.
Or you just don't say anybody else related to the
Just kidding.
Clintons or
Just
anything.
kidding.
Don't
Kidding,
go to
I'm kidding.
him. Just go to
Get all the conservatives all pissed. You
And
know
why
what
don't
you
any of
just
these?
said?
Why don't any of these guys have a kill switch or a fell switch or whatever?
That's
the
one
fuck they
thing.
call
Yeah,
it?
why don't?
That's one thing I
exactly.
hate about
If
I
I
hate
don't
about all
show
the
up-
Q
Yeah.
stuff and like even
Mr.
shit
Robot
related
type
is
shit.
that people saying they have a dead man switch.
Dead man switch.
Which
that's
I'm
what-
like, okay, we're the
Didn't
John
Snowden,
McAfee.
Didn't
Like,
Snowden have? Snowden says he
Where's
has
he
one, right?
well, he's
Or,
alive.
they probably
Okay,
pulled them all
Snowden
down.
alive. What's his face?
Assange.
Assange alive. McAfee. You think if someone had a fucking sweet dead man switch, it would be him. But it was
Sweet
just
dead
like
man
something
switch.
that would be like, oh shit, it's like you suicide me, like, and they'd be like, all right, let's suicide him. You think he would have a dead man switch, being that guy, being who he
Yeah.
was? But it's like, where the fuck is all this suicide?
How are those
switch
usually
stuff?
done with fingerprint?
No,
Or
no.
codes?
they're-
Or
If they
like,
exist,
how's it work?
You normally the ones that I've
Get a
heard
check
about
in?
that work is you have to check in every once in a while.
Ah, yeah.
They're kept somewhere. You have to check in everywhere. Put
With
in
your
a,
fingerprint or something?
No, it's all coded.
Codes?
It's all online.
Like a Microsoft code. Did you log in on a different
that can be
device?
hacked. That can be hacked.
Imagine that.
Oh gosh.
You logged in on a
That's
your
genius.
dead man switch is
That's
like,
actually
did you
genius.
log in on a different? Oh fuck, no! I
That's-
used
dude,
I used my desktop. Oh shit.
That's
No,
going
no,
to be
no,
on
no.
Text Axis.
No, send it.
That's
to,
that's
wrong
actually
email.
genius.
Ah,
That's sitcom genius right there.
that's how I have to like
You
log
fight through
into one of my
you fight
emails.
through you
all
fight
your
through
porn just
Apple's Apple ID and their security, and you're just so frustrated because you can't even
What the
fucking hit your
fuck?
Now, if
get your kill switch
that would
going.
make sense. And then like, I don't either. If the dead man switch is real, say in like a John McAfee case.
I've got you beat in all this though.
No, come
It's
on. like, I
because
don't-
the entire internet goes through AT&T black rooms.
Oh,
It goes
okay,
through
never mind, never mind.
all these internet provider black rooms, and they can stop
Well, that's
and
racist.
hide and filter anything.
This is why, as I get older, the less I'm into conspiracies, because you say like real shit like that, and I'm just like, oh,
it is
okay,
real.
Never
There's
mind.
there's one in Dallas.
What are the Rangers up to? Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's
it's like-
what makes me go like,
I want to believe in aliens, man. Fuck.
I know. Instead of this fuzzy ass bullshit,
Yeah.
give me UFO, give me some hardcore UFO. Oh, it's just fuzzy shit
Yeah.
and something that
It's just
comes
a
up on
floater
my,
on the
my
lens.
TikTok where I'm just like,
Just
that could be
bird shit
That could
on
be
the lens.
CGI'd. Ugh.
Oh, look at that. That guy just
Oh,
took a
look, a
dive bomb.
cryptid. Yeah, no,
What
it
it-
could be CGI'd.
This article is kind of interesting. It says she was where'd it go? Fuck, I just missed it.
These
God
both
dang
of them were found in the last couple of weeks.
So
Yeah.
does this mean we need a what's the word? Not automatic, analog dead man switch or something?
I
That's
guess.
not. I don't know how
like
you
a
have to-
raven. You use a raven or something.
like
She was a 110-pound former model turned yoga teacher that would never have taken her own life, let alone paddleboard down the river lugging a 58-pound concrete
That's
suicide
pretty weird.
that
block.
was like half
pretty
her
weird.
weight. God
Yeah.
damn. Yeah, that'll.
That's
that'll
kinda
sink.
strange.
Sounds suspicious.
Very suspicious.
You know what sucks? Like shit, like V for Vendetta. You're like, oh, there's dead man switches. Some guy can just come up and expose all the things. Like that shit never happens.
or
It's always a bunch of like covered up shit.
Here's the thing
like the
is,
Maxwell case. Like
all
oh,
this
just them
shit's
two.
out there. All the shit Snowden's done. All the shit.
Yeah.
What's his fuck's done. That's all out
Assange.
there. Assange. And no,
It's out there, but
it's out there. Nobody cares. The media's not
Yeah.
going to back it up, and the media's not going to run with any of this stuff
Mia doesn't back it up. The
because they're in
DOJ
government's
doesn't
pocket.
care. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
no one's gonna be. If they don't do anything, no one's gonna be prosecuted. So it's just like
I mean,
whatever.
Why the fuck was Assange in years in that embassy and wouldn't come out, and all these governments like, we need to arrest this guy. We need to arrest this guy. There's a reason behind that.
Yeah.
The shit was real.
Yeah,
the
real,
shit
yeah.
he was putting out there was real. The video of that very first video he put out of the Apache helicopter just killing Iraqi civilians
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
real, and the pilot's just having fun with
Oh
it.
yeah.
That shit's fucking real. But no one cares.
Yeah.
No one cares. We just go on,
Yeah, it's crazy times in the media land. It's like the media is, my views on the media.
Barack Obama droned American civilians on
So did
U.S. property.
so did Oatmeal
on-
Brain. Oatmeal Brain freaking killed the whole family.
Well, that was over there in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
But Obama launched drone strikes
It's like over 70 missions.
on U.S. soil, on civilians in the homeland,
in the
lower
States?
48 states. Yes.
What state was that?
It was something like Kentucky or
Oh,
Virginia or
wow.
some shit like that.
What?
And it's like,
I never heard about that.
that's in the Assange.
That's what some of the
Some
Assange
of the-
stuff is.
Yeah.
What was it? What was the?
A homegrown terrorist. It was
So it was
people
just
that
some
were.
skinheads or some shit that fucking got bombed.
It was someone that they had gone on. They had post 9/11. We can listen to everything, and we've come across this bullshit. They're talking about attacking something. So
How many people
instead of
got
going in there like
killed?
nothing, like 4 or 5.
Damn.
But but Obama's a great dude. Everybody praise Obama for everything he did. Launched the most drone strikes in our history.
If
Just killing people left and right.
Why are you
But
saying if? If we take this drone,
None of these guys are good. None of these guys give a fuck about you. We've said that a million times.
no, and the media sure doesn't.
Yeah.
The media is the biggest enemy. They've betrayed us.
Time
They
to take
betrayed
care
the
of
media. Mainstream media news outlets have betrayed the citizens of the United States. There's no way around it. They have completely fucked us over, man. They've gaslit us. They've told us just straight up lied to us. They don't even come back now. At this point, they barely apologize when they fuck up so bad. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
That's why you listen to podcasts.
you need to take care of yourself.
Get the real truth.
Yeah.
Take care of things around you.
You
These
need to-
people aren't coming
You need
for
to sign
you.
up for the value system where you think you got value from this show. You pay us what
You
that
give us
value
some of
is,
that
what
money.
that worth.
Give us some of that
Give it the-
Skrilla.
What you
We'll
felt
keep
like this
talking
show was worth, you pay us. And we'll
True.
even
I
break
like
some
that.
off to Brian for this show.
Very well.
We'll give him.
We'll give you like $5. We give you some beer and some whiskey.
Yeah, they'll
That's
pay an
fine. No,
uncle.
you won't.
But it is.
You're probably right. You
Very.
probably wouldn't.
I don't know. It's
If it was $100, I'd give you like at least $2.
Okay.
it's time for us to take care of ourselves.
It is, man. It's time to get out to the Texas.
It's time to
country.
start a revolution here in
Yes.
Texas.
Texas.
Me and myself.
Fuck Abbott. Fuck Beto.
George
Bo
W.
McConaughey.
And are y'all excited about these January 6th
No,
talks
it's gonna
being
be
on?
a fucking shit show. It's gonna be a circus.
Why are they showing this in prime time? Who cares? Does anybody really care about January 6th
No.
anymore? Everybody cares about why the fuck our gas is so expensive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why I paid $4.63 today.
It was $5 in downtown.
Broke
Fort
$5
Worth.
in downtown, huh?
Yeah,
That
For
shit's
regular
fucking-
unleaded.
the $4.99.
As
is
much
what
as
it's at. But,
much as I toy with the idea of like quitting comedy just because I fucking hate everything involved with it, except the act of doing stand-up comedy, the part of me is just like, oh fuck, price of gas. Might as well just call it a day.
dude,
that might be the easiest thing to do.
I am starting to go, well, I'm not going to be driving anywhere anymore and just taking these joy rides or these little road trips anymore.
Yeah.
Or, going out on random weekends to drive out in the middle of nowhere to
Yeah,
shoot
right.
stars and stuff. Done. It's
Yeah.
$5.
Fuck.
And what is it on the West Coast? If
Next
it's $5
weekend, I'm going
here,
to
it's
Houston to do
18.
4 shows. I don't think I'm going to see a dime from. That's because I asked to do that because it's a cool venue in Houston called the Secret Group, and I'm just like, shit. And the
I
guy,
get their emails.
the guy,
They're
Secret
cool.
Group, dude.
Well,
it's one of the
They
nights
get good shit down there.
they got
Yeah.
3 rooms. They got it's like a quarter bands and 3/4 comedy. One of the nights going to be there. There's a fucking death metal show in the room next to us. So part of me's just like, oh man, we're gonna get
Where's that? Where
But-
is the building at?
near downtown.
Is
I've
it
been
by
there
that
once.
whatever that club is?
There's a
That's
weird-
Houston backwards.
but brain dead
There's
Biden
a weird. There's like some Beatles-ish
Says it's
artsy
Putin's
statues
fault.
right walking by.
I know where you-
walking
okay.
distance.
Brain dead Biden says it's Putin's fault though. Okay. Oatmeal brain Biden.
Man, dildos make me jealous of women because I'm like, you can just shove one of those in there and like get the pretty much same effect. God damn, those would be nice. You don't have to deal with a
You
dude.
can shove it in yourself too. You don't have to be a woman
don't
to do
want-
that.
Have you
That's
ever
not my-
used
that's a
one of
very
those
awkward
like those,
conversation.
the fleshlights that are like
I don't want to
they're
use one
mechanized
because I'm like,
I haven't.
that are mechanized and
I
they
haven't.
work?
I need to get a new one.
I don't think
Does it
anything a
pulsate
man
and stuff?
can make can replicate
It's supposed to make it feel like real.
of actual warm woman.
man.
But also, where's the woman attached to it?
Okay,
Like,
I gotta go. I
that's
gotta
also
I gotta go
nice.
get one of these.
The segment is brought
Where's
to you
Priscilla's?
by Red Dragon.
Ladies, I'm very jealous. You get to
Red
use these, and yeah, you can just
Red-dragon.com.
I like that you're just coming out with that though and saying, "Hey, I'm jealous of ladies. They get to use a beautiful thing like that. That's awesome."
and then it's
And that's
like,
You're
all they
comfortable
need.
with yourself.
That's all they need. We got to have mechanized machinery.
and it's
to,
just like because
Might
all
be cool
sorts-
though.
like doggy style. That is the only thing of the man that's touching you, like in that moment. I get aside from like slapping some ass and whatnot. That is the only thing. Men though, like you look at the woman, and that's like also part of the experience, and it's awesome.
very
and
nice.
everything. But
That's
that
just repulsive.
it's just kind of. I'm
like-
just like, God damn, you can just slap that up in the shower or just go to town on yourself.
What do you think we
and
do
then-
after we're done with our show, man?
There's a
Apparently,
lot
I'm
of,
leaving too early. Oh, God.
There's a lot of leaked OnlyFans using one of
go-
those in the shower.
Here's what we do.
Oh, is
guys.
that kind of what only?
Guys,
Oh, that
guys,
makes sense.
We drive out to the hill country. We roll us a nice fat doobie.
And then we get the rubber
Like,
dub.
Then we get
Unless you're like one of these
The
ballerinas that needs a man to pick
We
you
twist
up
some boogers while we
and
drive.
bang you while he's standing up, and you're just kind of then but you can go with one of those things.
the
I want to
the-
take one
gotta
to
say
a
hats
glory
off.
hole. I want
Hats
to take
off.
one to a glory hole and see if I stick one in if a girl will suck it.
purple. The hands-free
No,
flashlight.
it's gonna be a
was
gay guy on
the
the other side.
Number
Go,
one
oh,
sex
honey,
toy of last year.
please.
Yeah. How much is it?
Let's see here. We're going through
And
here.
do they have express delivery?
I'm not a professional at anything but jerking it 8 days a week. Well, there's
What?
7 days. It's already fucked up his brain.
He's obviously blind.
This thing is gigantic. Oh my god.
And I don't doubt like a fleshlight feels amazing. But at the end of the day, I just be like, I spent money on this when I can jerk off for free with a hand and lotion, or
Yeah, but you don't beat
convince-
your dick up as bad when you use a fleshlight.
Well, I'm saying lotion. That's what you know.
Yeah.
Also, how awful are you
Showers
to your
don't
dick
hurt.
to where it's like you beat it up? I'm like,
Oh man, I've had some uncomfortable showers.
I guess I don't know. Maybe it's just I got the routine down too well. and
Oh,
it's
don't
just-
act like I'm the sicko here.
This place don't have any prices on anything. So let's go to Adam.
You got to ask. It's
Adam and Steve.
Whole new world of products there.
I got to go, guys. My head is killing me. I feel like I need to drill a hole in my left eye
I feel like I need to,
and just
to
let a bunch of.
drain my
Yeah, me
eye.
too.
Penis vibrators is what they're called.
Mm.
And so $59.
I'm in.
Here's a vibrating shower stroker.
Shower
$27.95.
All this
Here
talk
is-
makes me think of you'll catch up with the show with the boys.
I haven't watched the new episode of this season.
Yeah.
but
Have you
I'm-
seen the new episode? Okay, never
the
mind.
first one?
Never mind.
I need to go. I was gonna watch.
Why is there a
today,
shower stroker
When
in
you watch the new episode, text our group.
it? Is there a
text.
shower stroker in it?
Just watch the new episode.
There's a shower
The
stroker.
show's
in it.
great.
Oh, I love it. It's
The show is so. That's what superhero show should be about.
yeah, I love that. There's like a show like that. It's just kind of like, man, there'd be some fucked up shit going on all the time.
yeah. Yep.
It's not all Superman and like philosophical quandaries. It's like, no, I kind of killed some people fighting this monster in a city. I'm just like, what the fuck are you gonna do, man? That's part of. I hate that there's always like this outcry of like they killed a bunch of people. I go, well, you weren't fucking fighting the thing, now were you? So, in that universe where
Yeah.
superhero has to fight
They've let the
10
power
times
go to their
as many
head.
bad things, you're not fucking doing anything now, are you?
Ooh, this thing is the fleshlight one is $249. So still
Like a regular ass flashlight.
It's a little more expensive than a hooker. All right, let's get out of here. We're done. It's been fun, Brian.
Hey, Brian, good to see you, man.
Happy Tuesday.
Come to
Happy
it
Tuesday,
is
guys.
Tuesday. Shit.
Happy
What do you
Tuesday.
have? What's next?
I'm at Hyenas Fort Worth, June 23rd.
June 23rd.
Thursday, 3:25 show. Make a reservation. It is free for you and yours. Also, save the date on July 13th. That's a Wednesday. I'm headlining a show at the Addison Improv.
And fuck you, I'm so bored. You can suck a big dick.
Go get bored on 4chan, you piece of shit.
And
Give your balls a tug.
all right, well, let it- that was genius. That
A tug.
no, but that train
Yeah.
car.
That was excellent graffiti, dude. I was like, oh my god. Like, I
Give your
literally
balls a
out loud was like,
tug.
oh my god. And then I went to this gas station parking lot and just made a left turn.
You took the picture?
Yeah.
Do you know what's on Fort Worth Reddit?
Yeah.
Someone put it up there.
Yeah, obviously didn't give me credit, but that's Reddit for you.
Yeah, it's
Fuck.
the. I thought you got the picture from somewhere, but I didn't know you took
that
it.
was Me and mine. That was Grand Prairie, right near the racetrack.
Yeah, they did
Vision
not give you
360.
credit, but it's on the Fort Worth Reddit.
Yeah.
Give your balls a tug.
I pulled in the parking lot. I went to like the yellow like center turn lane, and luckily I couldn't turn anyways. That gave me plenty of ample time to zoom in and shit.
Put this
Have you
there.
seen the new show Shorzy?
I watched the first episode.
Dude, it's really good. I love that Jared, the main guy, Jared Kiso, he's got like a different type of character to play.
Yeah,
It's definitely more animated than Wayne.
I hadn't.
But I love his look, like backwards hat, missing tooth, just got deaf, and he just fucking loves hockey.
I didn't know that was even going to be a show, and
Right.
I was going through Hulu
Like
looking
Seven
for
Austin
something. I was
showed
like, "What the fuck? There's a show just about Shorzy?" All right, Cherry, we're gonna get out of here. Bye.
And I like that they even kind of play into it, spoil it, but how so the town they're in is called Sudbury,